It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, God. He never gets this right in the live show.
Hi, Tom here. God knows I'm not perfect. I guess I can be difficult and sometimes perhaps a little demanding.
No.
Oh, sure, some might say tyrannical, but I don't get it. I try to be a nice guy, but lately it seems that everybody's pissed at me. My friends are pissed, my doctor's pissed, my mother's pissed, my lawyer's pissed, my waiter's pissed, and Chick is pissed. Everybody's pissed at me. My banker's pissed, the band is pissed, my plumber's pissed, the fisher pissed, my barber's pissed, my brother's pissed.
It is very plain to see.
Everybody's pissed at me.
I think we can all agree.
Everybody's pissed at me.
Tom, you are an evil bastard. We're all pissed at you today.
I am sick of all your bitching. Here's a check. Go away. Yeah.
Your boss is pissed, your kids are pissed, your neighbor's pissed, your sister's pissed. We'll bet even God is pissed.
Everybody's pissed at me. When I wrote my pissed off list, I'm sure there's someone that I missed, and that will probably make them pissed.
It is very plain to see.
Everybody's pissed at me.
I think we can all agree.
Everybody's pissed at me.
Very justifiably.
Everybody's pissed at
Your friends are pissed, your partner's pissed, your mother's pissed, your lawyer's pissed, your waiter's pissed, your dog is pissed.
Everybody's pissed at me.
Things have not changed.
Oh, you picked the perfect day for that one.
Hello. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, man, there's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
Everybody's pissed at you.
That's for sure.
Is what the songs say.
Had a bad day?
Something
yes.
particular?
Oh.
I'm all right.
Sorry.
I see.
I'm in good shape now, ready to go. A little bit of sleep. By a little bit, I mean a little bit. We're good.
bit.
We're ready to rock.
A little bit.
I've got a lot happening over here, sorting things out. Got a lot of
You're
papers.
mad. You're upset.
What are you mad about?
Major League Baseball yesterday tried to pull one over on him, and he's never been more upset.
It was a total BS story yesterday.
Oh, the guy that played in the same game.
He's playing for the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. No, he's not.
The thing that people, what I thought when I saw the story was that he physically played for both teams.
He didn't.
And obviously, that did not happen. He was traded from the Blue Jays to the Red Sox between the time they started the game and they made up the game yesterday is what happened. So in the box score, he
appears on both teams.
He'll be for the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, and I got the yes shaking head.
But it's just
yes
it's a non-story.
Okay.
They were doing it all over sporting shows as if he was playing for both teams. It was the stupidest non-story.
Red Sox catcher.
This is why the NFL's taking over.
Danny Jansen became the first player in Major League Baseball to appear. It says here, appear in the same game for both teams. When he took the field for Boston, the resumption of the rain-delayed game he started back in June. Jansen was in the Blue Jay lineup at catcher, batting in the second inning on June 26th when the game was suspended. Traded to the Red Sox last month, and on Monday he took his position behind the plate as pinch hitter Dalton Varsho completed an at-bat that Jansen started.
Right.
Well,
so he didn't play for both.
Physically, he did not play for both teams. No, that's the sticking point.
It's kind of interesting, but if they had not been pushing it like he could have physically been playing for both teams in one game, because a month ago I saw a video about this, and that's what they were saying.
They were implying that he was going to have to suit up.
Yes. And
as
actually,
a Blue Jay and then change?
But he didn't.
And I'm surprised the way baseball is, that hasn't happened. But trade a guy in the middle of the game. Why not?
Right. But
I think, hasn't that actually happened?
They traded a guy in the middle of a game?
I think it has happened.
Some sort in the sort of the minor league game it happened, yes.
Which is funny.
The Syracuse Chiefs and somebody.
Did you ever think when you were like in junior high school where the other team didn't have enough players, so you had one of your guys play for them?
Yeah.
which is fine. You know, kind of a nice.
Ever quarterback for both teams? That was fun.
Good sportsmanship.
Yeah, what the hell? Anyways, a stupid story. But I'm over that. We have some great guests coming up today. I'm really excited about this. We're going to talk with a really cool guy, Ryan Meegan, who is one of the, if you'll pardon the expression, dudes behind Dude Wipes. One of the guys that thought of it. And he's a really interesting guy.
He's the head dude?
Well, he's among the head dudes. I want to say it was 3 of them, because they famously appeared on Shark Tank with this idea. And
now they're doing quite well.
yeah, and well, I'll explain in a few minutes. There's kind of a pretty good background story. Also, we're going to talk with a guy named Ian O'Connor, who is the author of Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers, a book that has just come out about one of the finest quarterbacks ever. And we're going to talk with Bert Kreischer.
Oh, he's always
comedian,
fun.
man about town.
Bert.
Bert, as always, something going on. We'll find out what that is with Bert. And we're going to be talking to him at a relatively early hour his time. So that could be interesting.
Isn't he spending summer somewhere overseas?
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was in Los Angeles.
Okay.
We'll find out. That's a fair question, Ace. Thank you. I don't know. Don't know the answer to that. Chick is back.
Hi.
Having wrestled with whatever's going on
I don't know what this muck is, but yeah, I'm about half.
Yeah,
so.
one of my daughters has been wrestling with this thing. So
I have not been near your daughter. I promise that.
yeah, I have. I'm fine. So I don't know.
And you're fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. But we're all good. Everything's cool. And we have a couple surprises this morning and a couple of interesting updates. Some fascinating stuff in the news today.
There you go.
Well,
we need to come up with a Mr. Fascinating, and you do one of your stories.
We have just a couple of odd stories, and I got a couple of updates. Big news from the Crayola crayon people. Great news from
from the Crayola people?
Yeah.
Big news from the grape nuts people, which I know you're going to love.
Oh, yeah, I found that story.
Of course you did.
And I had my grape nuts this morning.
Boy, Crayola perfected the crayon, didn't they? I mean,
Yeah, they did.
when
They
you
cornered-
get a non-Crayola crayon, you know it.
You do
It's
know.
not as good.
That burnt sienna, that is.
I don't approve of crayons, as you know.
I know. One of the weirdest things about you.
That is something.
I much prefer magic markers, if you will.
Well, what do your kids prefer?
Well,
That's
I carry magic markers in my car.
Does your upholstery reflect that?
I carry the kind that are
washable.
water soluble, whatever. I seriously, in my car right now, I probably have 50 magic.
So you don't allow your kids to have crayons?
No, I lie.
Where are they in the console? 50?
Yeah, they're in a bag or they're in a little what do you call it, Tupperware thing in the back of my car right now.
Why? In case you need to color, like on a
We'll go
car
to
wash or something.
we'll go to breakfast sometimes on Sundays, and we'll whip out. And I've got some great artwork over the years that they've done. But crayons are, they don't.
Have you ever stopped the car, ran in the back, got the 50 markers, thrown at them, and go, Dows, will you shut up? You ever done that?
No.
No?
Okay. In any event, we have crayon news, and a really unusual story involving patents and that sort of thing.
We got OJ news, too.
Yeah, also very odd OJ news.
Huh.
And
I don't want to know anything about it, but I guess we have to.
Josh, have you heard of this guy, Mr. Matt Barr, B-A-R-R?
No, I don't
Used to
think
be a
so.
kicker in the NFL, right, Matt Barr?
Oh.
No?
This guy has been, quote, medically verified as having the world's largest male member.
Oh, no.
I've seen him interviewed, yeah.
A staggering 14.2 in the flaccid position.
What?
When it's flaccid?
Well, that seems unwieldy.
Man, I bet it doesn't get real.
Well,
He said it doesn't.
Yeah, it couldn't.
We'll hear from
Well,
him.
he's got to.
Be like rubbery.
How does he have to pass out?
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. He has a book coming out, of course.
Oh, boy.
Hardcover?
I'm
No,
not sure. That's a
softcover.
very fair question.
Oh, it has to have a middle, like a fold out, right?
Sure.
It would have to.
Did you know, Josh, that apparently the word flaccid can also be and correctly pronounced flaccid?
I've heard you mention that.
Which seems odd because then it would be a hard C.
it does seem.
You're welcome. That's today's thing to think about.
Okay.
little language issue today. Also, we have Chick-fil-A news. I'm a fan. And again, after yesterday's thing, we have a new oldest living man.
Oh, wow, okay.
We better do the story quick then.
Typically titled that one has briefly.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Did you
find-
guys go over the some of the Chargers got stuck in an elevator? Did you
Did
talk
not.
about
I
that?
saw the story. We didn't do it yesterday.
Okay. Oh, Jim Harbaugh has some comments about it today. He's the head coach of the Chargers, of course. They were playing Dallas, the Cowboys and Chargers in the preseason game. And some of the Chargers got stuck on an elevator, and they had to be rescued. One at a time through the ceiling, I guess, just like in the movies.
Oh, cool. Like a Die Hard thing?
Yeah, and where would our action movies be without HVAC? Where would they be?
Remember the show?
Where?
Remember the show 24?
I'm trying to forget it, but yes.
Every episode, he would be on the getting the schematics to the HVAC, and talking to actually one of our friends who played the computer whiz on that show.
Mary Lynn
Rice-Cobb. Yeah. Now, what's coming up in sports?
Well, we've got, we'll hear from Jim Harbaugh. We've got Coco Gauff and Djokovic. They advanced to the U.S. Open. C.D. Lamb got that bag, finally. And more on the bike ride from yesterday that Pat is aware of, but not the naked bike ride you're aware of, but not participating.
Oh, no.
No.
Not me.
And it's expanded a little bit. That's why it's there.
And as we said, we'll talk about OJ again, I guess.
Yeah.
Under protest.
Well, it may be the last OJ story for a while.
Well, it would have to be.
Yeah, we'll see. And dating apps in the news today. Are they fading?
Oh, I have a great story. A girlfriend of mine just had one of these great dates from a dating app.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
It was nice?
No, it did not end well.
Oh, you're being sarcastic?
Yeah.
Did she go on
shocker.
Grinder?
No, but
disappointed.
I will say the words, I will not be getting on dating apps again for a while, came out of her mouth.
Okay, well, we'll find out what that's all about. All right, now survey time. 61% of Americans age 50 and over say they're worried about having enough money when they retire. Now, anybody here need more to worry about in their lives?
No,
God, no.
You got plenty?
I give up.
Okay.
Thanks.
I didn't think you did. This is where I guess we should point out that back in the day, remember the thing where you'd get the gold watch and they'd have a little party for you in the office. You'd get that pension every month, a nice little check. Those days for most of us are gone. You've got to kind of set up your own thing. And this is where annuities come in. And an annuity is a way for you to be getting money every month when you retire. And that's where Silac Insurance comes in. Find out what I'm talking about. See what restrictions apply. And if this all works for you, see if you qualify. Go to SilacINS.com or much easier, go to bobandtom.com. Click on that Silac link. And by the way, you might see the Tommy Award-winning performance by one Chick McGee. That's right. There's a special video there, bobandtom.com. Look for the Silac link, or just go to SILAC, that's Silac, SILACINS.com, the Silac Insurance Company. Elect to receive payments on a regular basis when you retire. See what I'm talking about. Once again, just go to bobandtom.com and check that out. Now, we also have some pretty cool videos there, I can assure you of that. And we have something that Chick and I have experienced. If you're swimming around dolphins in a certain spot, look out. That's all I'm going to tell you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I'd like to do a little song for you if you don't mind.
But yeah, we're going to do one right now. This is a song about, some things that kind of went wrong a while back.
Oh.
Completely original number. Hope you like it.
someone. Give me my car keys, my car keys, my car keys,
Ladies and gentlemen, the Electric Amish, our house band today here in the Bob and Tom program. Thank you very much, fellas. Take
thank
5.
you.
Start making furniture.
Maybe later we'll play another Alice Cooper song called Mules Out. You can play that.
And Graber, Alice Cooper is not a female barrel maker.
What?
Yeah, I know. I thought maybe.
You're thinking of the wrong lady, Josh. You know Alice, and she makes fine barrels.
Does she?
One of the best Coopers in northern Indiana.
Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live in the Napa Auto Parts Studios. He's itching to get out of here. It's Chick McGee about to go on vacation. Christy Lee is right next to me. The guy doing the clapping is Josh Arlen.
It's the Bob and Tom dance.
I'm glad that we're back. I just suffered through 6 minutes of Josh and Christy shopping for candles.
No, we weren't.
Not
You
quite.
weren't even paying attention.
Yes, and then Josh goes, "I've got a coupon."
No, we were looking for an avocado tool.
Yes.
You tool.
Tool.
You know what?
Oh, I'm
Yes.
I
we
do
did.
have a coupon, and what's wrong with that?
He goes, I'm going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond today because I have a coupon. And he'll get a coupon. He'll get a...
I'm gonna get candles and an avocado tool.
Yep.
What are the
I'm
what
gonna
kind
pen it, a T-shirt.
What kind of candle are you getting?
What flavor candle are you looking for?
I like pumpkin. That's right.
Oh, now's a good time for that.
Yeah.
Good time of year.
I'd object, but I happen to have
Do you
a
ever go into
pumpkin
a
candle myself, so end of my objection.
You ever go into a store and pick up something and you don't really look at the price and you take it up to the register and they go $101.98 and you go, what?
What?
I did that.
$101.98?
I bought 2 candles. You know those 2 little wooden candles I have on the kitchen counter?
Yes.
Those are $50 a piece.
No kid. I mean,
I couldn't believe
That's why off the air I asked Christy, why are candles $95?
Yeah. And I said, what?
Because people are stupid enough to
And
pay it.
being a media darling, I couldn't say, well, I just need to put this back.
Yeah.
I'd rather not pay $50 for a candle. But I said, I'd wipe my butt with 20s. I don't care.
Boy,
Now, was it an anatomically correct phallic candle of some sort?
Yes, I could use it to aid my masturbation. That's right.
Oh.
I should probably use
something
help
from the
instead of-
Liberace
Christy, to answer your question,
collection.
What was my question?
Can't
when you guys
stand
were
you.
talking about avocados, you asked if there was an avocado vodka. 10 best avocado drink alcohol recipes. There are,
Right.
yes,
You can
something
make
called
drinks with
avocado
I'm
vodka.
sorry, what? Avocado too, Tom. I think Chick does also.
Avocado.
That's a Russian bluegrass band. No, avocado.
Avocado, Uvacock, we've all
That's a
cock.
Genesis song, isn't it?
Hello and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. If you're still using TP, dump your roll because wet cleans better than dry. It's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean pants down.
And we're going to talk to one of the dudes. We're going to talk to, coming up, Ryan Meegan, who is one of the dudes behind Dude Wipes. Sounds like a Who song. Behind Dude Wipes. And it's a really cool story about a product that came out based on something that happened on the show Shark Tank. And we'll talk to Mr. Meegan about what's going on in the world of Dude Wipes. Christy Lee is at the Silac news desk. Josh, of course, can be found at the Steven Singer, IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And coming up, of course, it's that Ace Cosby joke of the day, brought to you by our friends at Sleep Number.
Christy's coffee cup looks gigantic. Is it you or is it just your cup's bigger than most?
I don't think it's...
It looks a little taller than
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Maybe a little taller.
Is it
but-
just
Yeah, a
because
lot
you're
taller.
tiny? Is that why it
I
looks
have
so big?
small hands. Everything looks bigger.
Look at that. What's the size of that cup?
I heard that.
Thank you.
Yeah, but we will
My
talk to the
eyes
Dude
were
Wipes
playing
dude.
tricks on me.
Okay. Now what's going on over there at the sports desk?
Well, we got this, right?
Oh.
Gotta look back in anger. It's a little loud.
I don't have control. He does.
Oh, you've got it over there?
They switched
Okay.
it yesterday.
Okay. Turn it down a little bit.
Yes, sir.
I think whoever did that needs
So
$20 out of petty cash. Thank God.
Very complicated.
Tom was overwhelmed yesterday morning by Jeff's hair.
Yes.
You were talking about dippity doo. Is what you were pushing?
It was just beard oil.
It was a scent.
And you were certain it was dippity doo, correct?
No, I was asking him what it was in his
I think
hair.
he said it was Brill cream. I think he said he moved up a little bit.
Vitalis,
Yeah, something.
Brill cream.
None of I don't know. I can't honestly say if any of that's ever made anymore. I don't know. I guess it is.
Brill
but
cream?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know either.
I don't either.
See, we don't know.
Hair tonic back in the day. Vitalis, Brill cream.
Vitalis.
Yeah.
Then the wet look, the wet head is dead. Remember that?
Yeah. What was then it came back again with Michael Jackson and the Jerry curl.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You'd see dudes walking around and the back of their shirt was all full of goop.
Soul Glow and Coming to America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To this day, you'll see a guy who's balding and he thinks he puts that crap in his hair, it makes it look like he has more hair, and makes him look like he has less. But, no. Jeff did a great job yesterday. Handsome man, beautiful beard, full head of hair. I just gave him a little bit of grief because he had an aroma to him, kind of a pleasant. Josh is extraordinarily sensitive, as you know, to any kind of cologne.
I did not smell it,
Of course.
I didn't either.
No.
but I didn't get too close to him either.
Your laundry detergent lately has been kind of
Awful or good?
no, but I mean it's very aromatic. Whatever you're washing your clothes in.
Oh, I haven't noticed that either.
Really?
Tide?
That ain't Tide.
Tide Pods?
Maybe do you have a fabric softener or something that you're using?
Maybe. There's some weird little stuff I pour in.
Yeah, that's it then.
Is that right?
I'll find out what it
I'll
is.
give you a whiff.
Tom hates eating outside. We all know this. I don't know how this happened yesterday morning, how this came up. Evidently, Hart wanted to eat outside, but Kelly
We went to a restaurant.
Kelly gave you the look. Is that right?
Walked in and I said, inside or outside? I said, inside, please. And Hart, I want to eat outside. Then I got the look. Okay, we can go enjoy the humidity and the flies and the lack of a breeze.
Boy, right now, of course, check local listings, but it is humid as a.
Yeah.
It's walking around a terrarium out there. It's not good. Let's see. Kenny Rodgers and the Gambler has a video from the Muppets It's now on YouTube. You guys talk about that again yesterday? We were talking about that Friday, about Kenny Rodgers and the Gambler guys. at the end.
Does the guy in the song die?
Yeah.
Apparently he does. And if you look at the Muppet video, that's semi-clear.
Who plays Kenny in the? Or was it Kenny Rodgers?
Kenny Rodgers
in the
himself
Muppet
is in.
video.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff Oskey announced yesterday morning he does not care for his kids toasting his marshmallows.
No.
No, because they burn them, right? Is
And roll them around in the
Yeah.
ashes, he said.
Burned and covered with ash, it says here. Yes.
I prefer mine mildly roasted. I don't like them. There's always the guy that sets them on fire, then blows it out and get the charred marshmallow.
There's a guy that does that.
Oh,
That's often how I do it.
That's not
It's a jerk. There's every jerk. Every bonfire, there's a jerk, right?
Yeah. And then Pat sang his great Campfire song, which I love.
Yes, that was a big hit.
Great song, Pat.
Thanks.
But Pat's the guitar guy. And we learned something interesting, that Pat, when he's the guitar guy at the party, primarily plays originals.
Yeah, that's what I did when I first started, yeah.
Yeah, but...
Throw in a little blackbird at the end to seal the deal.
That was the panty dropper.
Seal the deal.
Blackbird.
Seals the deal.
Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful song.
Do you ever whip that guitar out now that you're a semi-adult?
No, I think I forced it on people so much when I was growing up.
I mean late at night when it's just you and your lady friend.
No.
Yeah, I do that.
And you're in your underwear. Do you ever
I don't
whip
wear
that thing out?
underwear.
By which I mean the
I wear
guitar.
shorts, maybe. Yeah.
That's probably fun, yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
What do you play for her?
I played the new stuff. She's like a huge music fan, so it's like it's very fun to play for her.
Oh, so you play the Pat Godwin stuff?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is she a singer?
No, I mean she enjoys singing. Don't get me wrong, but
So will she say, hey, will you please play this so I can sing?
No, she won't do that.
Oh, that'd be nice.
She won't do like Gangsta Folk, your great call and response?
No, she does not like that song.
Well, really?
Really?
Yeah. She's very opinionated, yeah.
Well, no, wait a minute. Let's hear her out. What does she hate about gangster folk?
No, I mean, she just knows it. I mean, like you guys all know it. We've all heard it.
What's her favorite Pat Godwin song?
Well, I could tell you what her least favorite is.
Oh, I bet I know.
I know what that is.
It's Stuck in a Car. We're recording it right now with Larry Crane and the boys over at the Static Shack, and she was not happy that I was recording
It's a
it.
song about being stuck in a car with a woman you're arguing with on a long drive.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not about her, though.
No.
No, it's about every woman, right?
Excuse me.
I've been
like
stuck
that?
in a car with many angry women.
Yeah.
Maybe it's after that's happened so many times, maybe it's you.
Oh, it is me. I know it's me.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just to check it.
This is called revisionist history when I write songs.
Okay.
You look at your passenger like a crowd that must be won over, don't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell little
that's what
jokes,
Pat looks
sing a
at.
little song.
Now, do you ever go anywhere? Do you let her drive so you can play guitar?
I don't play guitar, but she in the beginning I didn't because I'm a control freak. But she's a really good driver, so she can drive now. Yeah, she's good. Josh is good. Jeff is good.
I thought Josh was really too fast.
He is a little too fast for me, but he's an excellent driver. Yeah.
Good to know.
I mean, he really.
What was the last accident you had, Josh? Can
Oh,
you remember?
geez. Knock on wood. I mean,
Yeah,
I was at least 25 years, something like that.
But you like to drive fast.
And according to Pat, yes.
Very fast. He got a ticket that day, so don't let him lie.
About 30 years ago, I went through I had like 3 speeding tickets in like 14 days. And so
Whoa.
I had to go to like defensive driving school or something. They make you go to school.
Oh, yeah.
It was really, really something.
Yeah, I've only had one.
Well, we're
often
not surprised
8
by
over.
that.
If I'm on a highway, I'll usually do 8 over.
I've always heard if you're
a lie.
9,
20
Yeah.
over.
9, you're fine.
No,
10,
not-
you're mine.
I thought it was 9 you're mine.
Nope, 9,
No,
you're,
yeah.
9 you're fine, 10, you're mine. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm with you. I go 8 too, usually.
Yeah, the one I got, believe it or not, it was on a street called South Park years ago, and they had changed.
it too fast.
They had changed the speed limit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which pissed me off. What do you mean they changed so they're giving tickets?
Wait a minute.
How about a better sign?
So
it wasn't you speeding.
Thank you. It wasn't your
I
fault.
went from 35 to 25 with no warning.
And no warning.
And after
and,
repeatedly,
and an ill
and the guy gave me the ticket. I said, "Hey, this
Well,
has
of
been
course he
35
did.
my whole life.
It's a law.
There should be special signage."
I hope you told him. I hope you gave him an earful and still expected to just get a warning.
Just said my tax dollars pay for you.
Oh, that one, yeah.
I felt
Attaboy.
unfairly charged.
You guys talked about skydiving yesterday? Is that
I
right?
read blank.
Yes.
We had another elderly woman we did the skydiving thing.
Yep.
How did it end?
It ended okay. She's still alive.
All right.
But we were talking about tandem versus solo and
we
Ace
had
wants
we had
to
the
jump.
various records for, because typically these elderly folks that do
Wait a
this
minute. Wait a minute.
tandem jumps.
Did you say Ace wants to skydive?
yeah, but he doesn't want to be tandem.
No, I think you should do it today. Yes, right away. I'll pay for it. Anytime. Anytime, buddy. Yes. Hit it.
And I
But
was
will you pay for the shoot?
We'll tell him he's got to shoot. Yeah.
pay for it, he'll pack it.
I will absolutely take control of the situation.
But Ace thought you had to do your first jump as tandem, and that's not true. You could take a training course and we could get a
start
jump.
out
We could get a
solo.
jump. I know a guy that can help you get this all set up.
You should really think about this.
He's done like 1,000 jumps.
No, I said I wanted to do it when I was younger. Now, no.
Well,
Oh, you wouldn't do it now? Okay, okay.
I smell the disappointment of the shrimp eating contest rearing its ugly head again. He always changes his story. Always a big liar.
the lady
Here
yesterday.
we are.
Lady yesterday was 100.
I'll go skydiving. Well, when I was 12, I said I'd go skydiving.
Minette Bailey, age 102, did a skydive. That is not the record. The world's oldest is Linnea Larsson of Sweden. Did it when she was 103.
Yes.
Did Nanette, did they try to tell her, no?
Nanette?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Once again.
Try to tell her that?
But her fall was broken by her boobs, which hit the ground first. We'll be hearing about another old dude, the oldest man in the world, I believe.
That's right.
Coming up in the news today.
My God, kill me. Please take me now.
Evidently, Josh had an argument with his Alexa yesterday. We finally called her a bitch. Is that what happened?
No, Oskay is the one who cusses at his...
We had a really good story about
Alexa.
The number of people who are polite when they're talking to their electronic devices.
Like Alexa or Siri. I always say thank you.
Do you say, for example, Siri, please call so-and-so?
No. Mine's set for Hey Siri, and then it goes ahead and goes.
10% of people admit to swearing and cursing at Alexa and Siri, et cetera, et cetera. Oops.
That's what happens.
Unbelievable.
Damn it.
I don't know how that started ringing.
Boy.
Who are you calling? That's the best part.
Yeah, who did Siri think? I want to know the percentage of people who never use Siri or Alexa. I'm part of that.
I don't use Siri, but I use Alexa.
I would never have an Alexa in my house.
I have both.
I unplugged mine the other. I was watching some show and I forget what it was, but they were talking about Alexa, and it set off my Alexa. So I'd had it. So I went over.
This just called 911. Now they're calling me back.
Oh, you better. Honestly, you better.
Honestly, you got to answer that.
I don't know. We could maybe
I've been
get
there
some
before.
donuts for the cops.
How did that happen?
Right.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Emergency
You didn't
thing on
say
the iPhone.
anything like
I
emergency.
think he said Siri. I think.
Yeah.
Did you say Siri?
Yeah, he did say Siri.
That's
Remember
why you
yesterday
said it.
you said it, and it called Christy Adams.
That's why you said it on Hey Siri.
Right.
Okay. In any of. Jeez, it's doing it when you say it.
Well, you gotta take it off.
Calm down.
That was funny. I heard Chick goes, "Hey Siri," and I heard Tom Siri go, "Uh huh."
I just did it again.
Hey Siri, call Pakistan.
Don't do that. This thing, just calm down. I'm going to.
Ironic, you're an American guy.
Now, so the point is, 40% of people believe that one day your behavior toward AI will somehow be taken into account.
Oh yeah, that's the craziness, Chick. Is people think they're being polite to the machines now, so that when they are in control, they will show mercy. Essentially,
that's what the article said.
Yes, and
wow.
Which I say we have to stop all of it now. If we're already thinking that way, we have to stop.
We're already worried that we don't want to upset them.
We're being judged now.
Yeah, the machine goes, "Let Josh live. He was nice to me."
Oh my gosh!
Remember that time you cursed at me?
Oh.
Do you think he's doing subtle stuff right now? Like if you're mean to the aforementioned robot, whose name I dare not say out loud, it's going to start giving you the wrong forecast or the wrong directions. Well, let's see. Chick was mean to me yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to tell her to take a left here. This will take him to Albuquerque and back. So,
why am I in Memphis at 2 a.m.?
Josh, you talked about your bird, Fred Bird. They could talk and whistle when you came out of the shower. Yeah. I remember this story. Yeah. Give you a quick little...
Good old Fred Bird.
Yeah. Good friend of mine, his wife had... they were some variation of parrots. I forget exactly what they were. But they were exotic, large birds, and they particularly enjoyed mimicking the dog. So the dog would leave the room, and the parrot would bark, and the dog would come running in looking for another dog. So the parrot was messing with the doggy.
I just received a text from a friend of mine who said my phone Siri kept going off when you guys were talking.
Yeah, no, it's amazingly how sensitive the thing is.
It's very sensitive.
But mine quite literally just called, those three numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And Jeff Hoskey talked about he had guinea pigs the other day with a ball that they rolled around in, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And Christy, you had two hamsters?
Romeo and Juliet.
How long did they live?
I don't know, a year maybe.
Too long.
You can't flush a hamster, right?
No, my dog took care of one.
Yeah, that's what happened to my guinea pig, Gilby.
Yeah.
Once again, named after the gin by one of my dad's buddies. That tells you a lot about Mo.
Mo.
I like the name Gilby. That's a fun name.
It is a good name. Yeah. Mm-hmm. By the way, that's one of the questions I want to ask. Coming up later this week, we're going to talk with NFL great Joe Theismann.
Don't embarrass me, please.
Will it embarrass you if I say, "Look, Joe, I just got a new dog. I've named Dungy after the great Tony Dungy." Has anyone ever come up to you and said, "Hey, Joe, I named my dog after you"?
Oh, I'm sure they have.
Yeah,
sure.
Wouldn't that be kind of an honor?
Don't you have a Joey?
I kind of named my dog after her. But there are many Joes on Washington who I named her after. Joe Gibbs, Joe Theismann, Joe Washington, Joe Jacoby. A lot of Joes.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well, then he won't be offended by that.
Well, yeah, I think we've had the discussion, Tom. And,
I see.
And he said, yeah, I get that feeling. So I don't know how it's going to go.
I love talking to Joe.
Well, that makes one of you.
You don't like talking to him? Wait a minute.
No. I said he doesn't like talking to you.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
That makes sense.
But we'll be talking about the forthcoming NFL season, and I will remind you right now, we're going to be bringing back our special Pick'em game And the prize this year involves our good buddy Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com.
Pick your nose? No, pick football games.
That's right.
Yes.
That's better, right?
Get some cool jewelry out of the deal.
Oh, you can do that picking your nose, too.
You can?
Yeah. A booger encased in lucite hanging around your neck?
Well, that's actually kind of in the news today.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, you're going to be surprised. We have a very odd,
My psychic comedy continues.
Yeah.
very odd jewelry news today.
Huh.
Disturbing, quite frankly.
Let me tell you about Raycons. They're everyday earbuds. They're the best-selling everyday earbuds, and they have been upgraded as if they could get any better. Well, believe it or not, they have. Raycons also get active noise cancellation and multi-point connectivity, a huge deal. Let you pair with 2 devices at once, plus the quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. And Raycon's ergonomic design fit the widest range of ears, and the optimized gel tips guarantee a cozy custom fit. And there's brand new vibrant colors to fit any wardrobe. They have blush violet, forest green, royal blue, classic black, and Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 20 to 40% off site-wide. You get up to 40% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. They're the best, and they, of course, are about half the price of those other ones and twice as good. Give them a listen. As Christy said yesterday, they'll fit in any ear, even yours.
Yeah.
Coming up, Ryan Meegan, one of the dudes from Dude Wipes. Ian O'Connor, the guy that wrote the book about the new book about Aaron Rodgers, and comedian Bert Kreischer on the way. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom.
Let me get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, shooting, we just landed. I'm in ATL. Just got in from TPA through MCO. Bra sizes, huh?
Yeah.
my last girlfriend, Karen, 34B. Always made me nervous. I was like, wow, trying to undo that, I felt like I was still 2 terminals away. I know. I had to call you guys today. I heard Christy talking about what different features on her phone that come in handy during sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not to top you there, Christy, but I've developed a list of things that come in handy with your smartphones during travel.
Oh, nice.
Well, and if that goes smoothly, it can be better than sex some days. I know. What I like to do is take the virtual stopwatch on my phone and see how long it takes the Sky Hag to ask me what I'd like to drink during pre-board. Let's just set the over-under at 3 minutes. Any more than 3 minutes, just yell, "What's up in the galley, Sally?" I know. Trust me, she'll love it. Christy mentioned the flashlight. Well, here's a fun game. Take the flashlight on your phone and shine it way down to the crack of your seat back pocket. I know. You'll see a glimpse of what I call the Traveler's Trail Mix. It's almost like Vegas. Sometimes you'll find jewelry, sometimes even an iPad, but usually it's just toenails and tonsil stones. I know. Oh, and this is a fun thing to do. Once they start boarding Zone 7 people, we've all had to sit by the crying baby, right? So take your phone and throw it at them. Now we've got something to cry about. Sorry about your colic, cowboy, but I've got 2 layovers, and we're already delayed because your mom can't break down a stroller in less time than it took to build Stonehenge.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, are you okay?
Enjoy the view from 38E. Hey, look, Rithike, we just landed. I'll call you from Phoenix. We just landed.
All right.
Thanks, Kenny. That was very, very helpful.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, "Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn." Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Scientists used magnetic resonance imaging to measure the activity of the brain's emotional center when listening to a pianist in real time.
When listening to a penis in real time.
A pianist.
I can hear the ocean.
When did they change that, by the way?
What?
It was always pianist growing up. Now it's pianist, isn't it?
Probably growing up.
What?
Oh, never mind.
I saw one on a horse. That was the first time I saw one, and it was like
first time I saw a horse. I thought, my God.
And then they also.
What's the old joke? No, I said a 5-inch pianist.
Yeah,
yeah, something.
What? No, what's the joke where the guy's in the bar and there's this little 6-inch kid? What? This is 6-inch running around, tipping over everybody's drinks. I don't want this guy's a 6-inch dick. Remember?
Oh, that one I.
Oh, you never heard that one?
They listen.
No, that's not the joke. You've got it completely wrong.
Let me tell you something. That's the joke. Okay? That is absolutely.
We all know nobody tells a joke like Chick.
What the hell's going on? The bartender said. Right. I wished for a 6-inch.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Right?
There's a little guy playing a piano.
No, he's not playing the piano.
Yeah.
No, he's running up and down the bar, knocking over drinks.
There are two jokes here.
He's being a real dick.
One is about a 5-inch pianist, and the other is about a 6-inch. Yeah.
Oh, as I live and breathe, ladies and gentlemen.
You got a joke told.
I'll never forget these
Dr. Tom Whiskey.
These 3 really little fellas.
Yeah, 3 of them.
A little tiny.
Oh, real tiny. How tiny would you say?
They're called little people. And that first one steps up and he goes, you know something? I bet I have the smallest hands in the world.
Oh.
Wow.
Can you use one of your hands to turn
your music down?
That really helped us out.
Ace,
Then
for
we
God's
could hear
sake,
the
turn
joke.
down the music.
It's not Ace. You ding dong.
And so he sends it off to the Guinness Book of World Records people.
Uh-huh.
And he gets back a letter saying, you, sir, have the smallest hands in the world. It's official. This next little fella.
Congratulations.
This next little fella, and he's about this big. Yay high.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like up to your knee, Josh.
Yeah.
This is a small man.
Yeah, very small.
He goes, you know, I have the world's smallest feet. So they pack up that letter. They send it off to those Guinness World Record folks.
Oh.
And they send it back a letter saying, sir, you officially have the smallest feet in the world.
All right.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
And third fella says, how about I have the world's smallest male member?
Oh.
So they take some photographs with a ruler and stuff, and they send it off to the Guinness Book of World Record people. And they want to get it validated, and they're all sitting there at the bar, and the mail comes back, and it's got Guinness there on the outside. Oh, this is going to be it. I'm going to be validated to get that record. So the guy, he takes that envelope, he opens her up, and he looks at the thing, and he goes, oh, I have the world's second smallest penis in the world.
Oh, no.
Really?
Who the hell is Chick McGee?
Okay. All right. Okay. Very nice. I had not heard that. That joke had not entered into any of the jokes.
No.
It wasn't anywhere
We were
Curveball.
talking about.
Yeah, it was a true story from the Old West.
Yes.
And visit bobandtom.com. Bob and Tom. With Christy Lee and Chick McGee. You guys rock. Christy Lee's got nice rack.
Hey, this is Tom. Coming up Wednesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, we'll be joined by comedian Brent Terhune and Allie Breen with Sexy Time.
Dear Allie, my roommate's boyfriend is so loud when he finishes, he lets out like a Tarzan yell.
Oh, man.
Sounds about right.
That's Wednesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and
Tober.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're here, and I think we have some explaining to do. Is that right, Tom?
This is just a really odd thing.
Should we just say S?
Yeah, we can't even. We were talking about the news story involving whether or not one should be polite
to AI,
to various AI things, of which, for example,
the home speakers and things like that.
Yeah, the ALEXA and SIRI that are very commonly used. Do you say, hey, SIRI? Do you say please and thank you? We were just talking about that, and I noticed my phone went off. And I never said those 3 numbers that are for emergencies.
Yeah.
But it called them. And I'd like to say hello to the officer who came over.
Yeah, it's
showed up in the parking lot just a minute
it's
ago.
great to know. Hey,
it's amazing.
And by the way, thank you for me and Jeff. We had to go in the bathroom and eat like 2 pounds of pot. Way to go, guys!
Yeah, Godwin had to hide under his desk.
I invited him in for coffee.
Way to go!
Thank you, sir. But the other problem is we're getting a whole bunch of email. Apparently, when we were doing that, it was setting off other people's
our apologies.
phones.
We're not trying to.
I didn't realize that was happening. So sorry.
We'll be more.
Several people apparently did the same for them.
Careful when we talk about these lunatic
We've done that before,
AI things.
ordering a canoe. So maybe.
Yeah, but I thought
have that happened too.
I honestly had no idea that.
Hey,
would
fill
happen.
in the blank. Order a canoe, right?
right.
We have this email from Justin in Colorado. They have the ALEXIA in their 5-year-old's room so they could play music for him and white noise to help him go to sleep. But apparently he vents to it, tells it stories, not jokes, has a real conversation with these particular...
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I got that and hated it and got rid of it. The ALEXA.
Yeah.
Part of it is also the whole thing of instead of enjoying music, you just constantly shout out what you want to hear next, and you don't get to really, you know what I'm saying? It's just everything all the time, too much at your fingertips. Now, you don't get to appreciate it as much. You don't have to work for it. But alas, I will in the future be kind to my AI devices.
So they don't cause trouble.
Yeah.
You'll be on the protected scrolls.
I think if you're mean, if you're mean to your phone, it starts draining the battery. That or Apple has a new one coming out. I can't decide which.
I think if you're mean to your phone, you should address maybe it's got a few other things in your.
You seek some therapy.
No, I am not mean to my phone.
No, I know. Yeah,
I don't believe you.
No, I'm not.
You just were when we were on the air the last break.
No, I was doing an example. It was like an Archie Bunker playing a character being mean to his phone.
Well, you have it on a leash now.
Oh, I do have my phone on a leash. You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, you missed that, chick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's on a lanyard.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It hangs around your neck?
Yep.
When I'm walking the dogs, I had an incident.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you dropped it, eh?
I'm walking 3 dogs at the same time right now.
Well,
and one of them is a puppy.
Why don't you leave your phone at home?
Well, no,
while you
he
walk
put
the
it.
dog?
I know what he did. He put it in his breast pocket of his shirt, and now it's begging to be dropped out of his
into the
shirt.
poop.
Yeah, I mean, gravity being what it is, you bend over out of the pocket into the dog poop.
Right.
It really did fall into the poop.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Seriously, Tom, why don't you just leave your phone at home while you walk the dog?
What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, you don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
You can take a break.
Got to shower with it.
Maybe on the phone.
Shower with it too.
I'm still kind of fuzzy on how the lanyard works on the. It goes into the charging port.
Yeah.
No, it's you take the case out,
right,
and then there's this sticker, this like the size of a 50-cent piece.
Okay.
That sticks to the inside of the case.
50-cent piece.
You know, like 4 bits. 4 bits, Josh.
They sell those at the grandpa store.
Okay, Josh, I'll make it a little more relatable.
You know,
a Kennedy
50-cent
half.
piece.
What's that big? The size of a flattened golf ball.
If you're talking to me, I can't believe you didn't say pepperoni.
There you go.
Not the size of a pepperoni.
By the way, I feel we've reached a landmark on the show. I no longer have to do the insulting jokes for Josh. He does them for himself.
Yeah.
That's the worst kind of bully.
That's
you
how
taught me to bully myself.
You go out and get your own switch.
You're welcome.
We all react to you that way.
So there's a stickum thing. Then it comes out the place where you put the
lanyard in.
What's this called? The
charging port.
The charging port. Oh. And then thus you can go like this.
Well, did I say
neat?
So
Huh?
can you still charge it?
Yeah.
You can still charge it while
the
it's
sticker sticks to the bottom of the case and just pops out. It's just a thin ribbon.
Do you know what kind of a huge, big, damn deal you made out of all your shirts having 2 pockets?
Oh, yeah.
And now you're not going to use your pocket because that's ridiculous, like I told you it would be, and now you're using a lanyard for your phone.
Can be handy.
Do you ever feel like you're addicted to your phone?
Oh, no, I am, certainly. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll be
world won't
walking
stop
the
if
dogs.
you
I'll
leave
call
the
Pat.
phone.
We'll be reviewing something.
You can't spend 2 minutes in silence, can you?
The way you and Pat review things, you certainly would think that things would go smoother here on the air, but they really.
You got a song? You got a song for us, Pat?
Sure, we talked about everything this morning.
I forgot. What did we decide?
Well, let's hear a song.
Let's hear a song.
Well, we decided that we would talk about the naked thing. You wanted that earlier, a song I did yesterday. Later in the day, that's how Tom talked. When did you do that? And I'll go, I think 8:20. He goes, let's do it earlier in the day.
All right.
And that's how we kind of organize things a little bit.
Because we have more naked news coming up today. Yeah. And, of course, we're going to be talking with the Dude Wipes guy. You know that they have a flavor of Dude Wipes called Dumpkin Spice?
Oh, that's right. Didn't we discuss that last year?
Yeah.
Yep. We did.
We'll have to try that.
Which presumably has a nice scent.
Well, it's not going to smell like a dumper. That would be silly.
Oh, what?
It won't smell like a dump, yeah. Let's hope not.
I mean, that would be...
Dumpkin Spice.
No, we're not selling a lot of these.
I think
goes against everything they're trying to promote.
Yeah, right. They're trying to defeat that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that, Pat.
Okay.
Would you like to do that right now?
Yeah, well, you want to do the story on the bike thing? Because I had a song, the Naked Pickleball song that we did later in the day yesterday.
Okay. Well, do we have time? Yeah, I guess we do. We have a little update on the Philadelphia bike ride, the famous naked bike ride that one of your buddies organized that.
Hundreds of people in various stages of undress cruised the streets of Philly during the 15th annual Philly Naked Bike Ride over the weekend. This is sports, I guess. The event is billed as promoting cycling as a key form of fuel-conscious transportation, as well as encouraging body positivity. Organizers said the ride wasn't limited only to bikes, but welcomed all forms of human-powered transportation, rollerblades, skates, skateboards, scooters. And this year, riders assembled in Fairmount Park before starting a 12-mile route past various landmarks, ending in a West Philadelphia park near Drexel.
So it's interesting. And apparently there was a guy on a recumbent bike.
Oh, I'm sure.
Which, to me, far too much dirt button exposure.
What?
I wonder
if you're in it.
There's less dirt. If he's on a recumbent, you're not going to see it.
If his legs go up kind of like a baby being changed.
Oh, I see. From the front.
From the front.
I see what you're saying.
They don't go up that high.
I'd be more worried about the balls.
Yeah, you're just going to see that.
I mean, those are right there.
It's
dragging the ground.
Fruit salad time there.
Yeah, I'm worried about when you're done. half the seats look like they're covered in cheese whiz.
God, what is going on in your life?
You know, a lot of stuff going. Oh, there we go. There's a photograph of a guy. Yeah, you want to check out that guy's bicycle seat after he's ridden naked through the streets of Philadelphia?
I don't.
Those are all fit people. I don't buy this photo.
Yeah, that's a staged photo.
And it's all guys, isn't it?
That's not my friend.
Well, there's a lady right there in the front, I think.
No, it's a long-haired man.
Oh, is it?
Unless she's had a mastectomy.
Yeah, now what's that hanging down on the right there and the guy up front? Is that his sack? God, they're going to get caught in the derailleur gear. When we come back, Pat, we'll do your song about the Philadelphia bike ride and other naked options.
What a mess.
And also, speaking of nuts, coming up, grape nuts in the news. That's right, my favorite cereal. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Joining us in the Napa Auto Parts Studios in the special annex to my right and behind Josh. Scoot over there, Josh. Yes.
This is the new, this is the new lighter thing.
Doing your phone, yes. We have Donnie Baker along with the Pork Pistols.
Hey, boys.
Donnie Baker on tour right now. Donnie, entrepreneur. Donnie, famous for his koozies and other semi-legal merchandise.
Paraphernalia.
Donnie, I like your wolf a T-shirt with the wolf wearing a nice Santa cap.
Yeah, Miss Santa Wolf. I still got my boat for sale too, Tom, if you can mention that.
Okay, now, do you know that Morgan Freeman's selling his boat, so you're up against Mr.
Yeah, I appreciate him boat blocking me like everybody else.
He's boat blocking you?
I've got another now, a neighbor, 4 lots down, selling his boat, $500 less than my boat.
Uh-oh.
And he don't even have an outboard motor on his.
Oh.
Mine's got an Evinrude's, if you can mention that when you plug it. He don't even have an outboard. He's got an inbred motor, which runs good, but his sister has to start it. So how can I compete with that? You know, I'm on Craigslist. He's got a whole budget to advertise on Ancestry.com, so of course he's got
That sounds great. I'm surprised you have an Evinrude. I thought you'd be more of a Johnson guy.
Nope, got an Evinrude. Stick the governor off it, though. It's a beast on water.
So I'm sorry that you're getting yacht blocked, but we need to get to the band here. Once again, can you introduce the fellas in the band?
Yeah, on bass, I got Todd Boner. And then on lead guitar, my best friend ever, Scotty Winkler. And on drums, we got Dusty Privet. So this is our band. We're the Pork Pistols. We started off as Dirt Nickel years ago. And then Boner quit, and we came Mucus Plug, and then that didn't last, and Scotty got on the pills, and then we was Turtles with the D. See, we're done with Christian rock. What we're doing here is so much different.
Well, now, Donnie, I know we have time for a couple more tunes here. Is this your new original one? What are we playing?
This is a new original tape I wrote. It sort of ties into Thanksgiving. Because, you know, this is really the only time of year to start mixing stuff in your meals. Nobody really sits down with 4 or 5 side dishes when they go out, to wherever they're eating. This is like home-style stuff like the Pilgrims did. But it can sometimes shock your system. And that's what this tape's about, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. And I'll start this one, Dusty. This sounds like my boat when I start my boat. Okay? And we do this one because Motley Crue pissed out and quit, so somebody's got to sing their tapes good. Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Has joined us here in the studio. And I understand you are in the process of downsizing. You're moving from your lifelong home to a smaller facility.
Oh, yeah.
By facility, I mean a home. not
Thank you.
At last, a supervised facility.
Not the booby hatch.
Mother and I are downsizing. When you downsize, you have to have like some sort of cute nickname for each other. I call her Mother. She calls me, what is it? She bastard. And so, but it's a living hell for a hoarder to have to downsize. And then finding the place that you're going to move to. You know, everything's real important to everybody now with trendy fixtures and the backsplash and all. I just care about the water pressure in the shower. That's all I really care about.
Good.
Fair
It's
enough.
got to be there should be a setting on a shower head called prison pose. Because I don't want to just get clean. I want to be punished. If I'm not getting what I want from that shower head, I'll taunt it. Is that all you got, Big Daddy? But when you downsize,
you want the Silkwood level.
Yes.
It presents a lot of arguments because of how much stuff I have held on
Accumulated,
to.
yes.
And I've got a story about why I can't let go of it. Everything's got to like, well, I've still got my my kids from the baby gap, and it's like, what do you think you're going to do with these? Well, I mean, when I got them, I thought, maybe I would meet a Chinese imperialist guy, and he'd want me to have my feet bounded, and then they'd get so tiny. What am I going to wear? Oh yeah, I got those baby Gap kids that I can.
Hey, Andy.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat
No.
Godwin.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi, Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk, and we've taken a short break from sports because we were kind of talking about a sporting activity, bicycling. And Philadelphia has the famous nude bicycle event, which took place over the weekend. We just saw a photograph of it. It appears to be mostly guys riding naked. And I did come up with a solution yesterday. Chick, do you have a shower cap at your place?
I don't.
Yeah, Christy, do you have a shower cap?
I do, but I don't use it very often.
Yeah, but so that's the whole thing. So you could, if you did the naked bike ride, you could pop your shower cap on the seat, thus saving you a lot of cleanup.
Yeah. A lot of cleanup.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
you just don't see a lot. People wipe.
I don't know
There's sweat.
Well, that's
and crotch area cheese on their bicycles.
Crotch area cheese.
Can't stand it.
I know that.
Your view of the human condition.
I know it is
really be examined.
I think
it's a wonder he's in the room.
We learned early on everything about the human body's filthy.
That's what you learned.
During COVID, did you have to wipe down your Peloton after those nude bike rides?
I don't have a Peloton.
Oh, you should get one. They're very
I don't
handy.
want one. Thank you, though.
Now, Pat, your buddy actually started the naked bike ride in Philadelphia.
Richard Bush from the group The A's, yeah.
Okay. And but you've never done it?
No, I would never do that, no.
Okay.
Much too modest for that.
But you have a song about it because your lady friend is an avid pickleball player. Is that correct?
Yeah, and she knows somebody that lives in my apartment complex who actually participates in naked pickleball at a nudist colony. Big fan.
Is this co-ed?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Wouldn't there be a lot of flopping?
Well, maybe we should hear about it.
Maybe we should hear about it. Yeah, I will. Pickleball, naked pickleball. Fun in the summer, nippy in the fall, playing pickleball. Naked me mall.
Oh, shit.
Come on.
Esther, Clem, Betty, and Saul. Flapping parts in private places. Esther's hoo-ha's in your faces. Incontinence in eventuality. Oh, now we need to clean up Encore 3. Playing pickleball. Naked pickleball. Trip and fall and an ambulance is called playing pickleball. Naked pickleball. Better use dude wipes in the bathroom stall. Boobs are flopping, knees are bruised, hips replaced, and backs are fused. Saul's sack is waving in the breeze. He took one to the nuts and fell to his knees. Playing pickleball, naked pickleball. Clem's micro dickle is mighty small. Playing pickleball, naked pickleball. Try not to fall on your pickling ball.
Thank you very much.
I got news for you. There's another naked ride coming up this weekend in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh.
Yes, the World Naked Bike Ride Columbus is at 7 p.m. on the 31st of August.
Columbus, Ohio, the home of the Also-Rans. Yes.
They expect 100 to 250 participants.
Yeah. 7 p.m. An August night.
Yeah.
Prime mosquito time.
Why didn't they do this instead of that Hands Across America thing a few years ago? Remember that?
Yeah.
A few years ago.
Like 30 years ago?
50.
Was it 50 years ago?
Yeah.
A long time ago.
And that didn't work out, did it?
Well, I don't think they quite did it.
I believe, as they
tried.
famously said, there were several breaks in the line, I think is what they said.
Well, the ocean's pretty big.
Right around Arizona.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm not standing in the desert.
Now, I was asking about naked bike riding, and I was saying apparently there were some recumbent bikes. When it was disturbing to me because the dirt button exposure.
You're not going to...
Got this.
There's more dirt buttons on a regular button.
This is from Ryan in Ohio. He writes, recumbent bikes help people with low back and hip issues.
Whatever, dude.
The recumbent position puts less stress on those areas, allowing people to continue biking after traditional bikes are no longer an option. Plus, while doing it naked, it exposes much more of the dirt button. Well, thank you, Ryan.
Oh, he had, okay, all right, I see.
Affirmation there.
Little thing, Patty G. It says, I went to see Pat at the Caravan in Louisville both nights this past weekend.
Both nights?
Oh, that's too much.
He goes, I was the stoned guy in the front row. You know who that is?
I do indeed, yeah.
I enjoy the show very much.
All right.
I want to say hi to Rob, retiring.
Rob Rett?
Rob has got...
Rob, bro.
He's been on the job for 42 years. Today's his last day.
Well, congratulations on a heck of a career, so long as it's something we can endorse. I mean, if you were a hitman, I don't know if I should be saying this. But
it depends who he's hitting.
Yeah, you're right.
I think you got to...
You're right. I forgot I'm pro hitman.
Not all hitmen are, they're getting some bad guys. There are bad actors out there.
Yes, there are.
And I mean people who are bad.
Right.
Congratulations to Rob. On a great career. Now, we return to the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Coming up, we're going to talk with Ryan Meegan, one of the co-founders of Dude Wipes. But right now, Chickster.
C.D. Lamb has ended his holdout with the Cowboys, agreed to a $136 million four-year contract. He's going into the last year of his rookie deal. He is a close second to Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson, the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
Doesn't his name sound like a CD component or a computer component back in the day?
CD-ROM.
This has CD-ROM and CD-LAM. And it also has...
Oh, yeah.
And it's not C period, D period. It's C-E-E-D-E-E.
Oh, wow.
C-E-E-D-E-E, Lamb.
I take it back.
Are you questioning me? Look.
No. I'm trying to think. Isn't like their D-D-D-E-E-D-E-E... Oh, some soul singer?
There's C.C. Winan.
Yeah, C-E-C-E. I like C.C. Winan.
Yeah, she's always complaining, though.
It's too cold.
It's too hot. It's too cold. It's too hot.
If she'd married a guy named Kuntz, that'd be awkward.
Oh, C.C. Kuntz is what he's going for.
C.C. Winan Kuntz.
That does make it.
Hey, we had some preseason games last week, and who's our favorite NFL announcer? That's right, it's Kevin Harlan. Nobody does it better than Mr. Harlan from TNT and CBS Sports. Well, Kevin could not believe the accessory one of the Green Bay Packers fans wore to Friday's preseason game at Cincinnati Bengals. Harlan calls the NFL games for CBS. It was the Packers preseason TV announcer. As the game against the Bengals was returning from a commercial, as they often do, they took a shot of the crowd. And I believe you'll hear it and see it here in a moment. There she is. I don't know if you can make her out there. That's right. One of the fans was wearing a Packers cheese bra, which is similar to the types of cheese heads that the fans wear.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
But there she is with her bra.
A rather robust woman, Rubenesque.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Kevin Harlan could not contain himself.
Now, Cincinnati, a beautiful night and all.
Excuse me?
A beautiful night in Cincinnati. Oh, boy.
Hilarious that he was saying that.
Coming back from it's a beautiful night here in Cincinnati, the Bengals and the Packers, but he didn't get that far.
Cincinnati, a beautiful night and all.
There's the picture. Excuse me?
A beautiful night in Cincinnati.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I've never heard of a cheese bra.
No.
I've seen a cheese cowboy hat. I've seen a cheese bottoms.
If she invented that, she needs to Etsy them because
she needs to really get on this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can't see it well enough. She's wearing?
You can't see it well enough. She's standing there with a cheese bra.
She's wearing a black tank top kind of shirt.
What do you mean?
And then the boob bra's over her tank top.
Yeah. And a silly hat. She knows she's being garish.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, she's having fun.
Yeah, you're right, though. Get that up on Etsy.
Yeah, sell those. Man, oh, man.
The cheese brassiere. It could be worn by a man or a woman.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, anybody could have fun with that.
And everybody will. You never know. O.J. Simpson remains have been turned into jewelry.
They have?
Mr. Malcolm Laverne.
But they're not sunglasses.
Simpson's longtime
But they're not
lawyer.
pocket knives.
Easy. We'll get to all of you.
Okay.
His longtime lawyer, now executor of his estate, says that his late client's ashes were turned into an assortment of jewelry that was then distributed among his 4 adult children.
Lovely.
It was not specified what kind of jewelry the pieces had been made, but said the final cost, including the cost of cremation, was just over $4,000. Well, they sound like lovely pieces.
Yeah, no joke.
That's for sure.
Won't be a Super Bowl ring.
No, it won't be.
Never got one of those.
Nope. Never got close.
No.
Wow. That's a thing now, huh?
Yeah.
But it's wearable jewelry as opposed to like a little stand or something.
That's okay,
Yes.
but we're talking OJ here. I mean,
Yeah.
his remains weren't just kicked into a ditch.
Yeah.
But what are those things? Remember that thing that was popular on TV many years ago where you'd put like inlays in your blue jeans? Remember that?
The bedazzler?
Yeah, the bedazzler. You could bedazzle a pair
Did
of
you hear how
gloves.
he said the bedazzler, though? You know, you put inlays in your blue
Whatever they are.
jeans.
You know, you can turn cremated ashes into diamonds. You know that, right?
Yeah, but they're not real diamonds.
Well, there's a company that does it in Kiev, actually. So.
Well.
Oh, I'm sorry, in the heart of the United States. I apologize, Kiev.
I've talked to Steven Singer about this, and he knows that when I pass away, my ashes are to be turned into one of his diamonds.
Oh, nice.
They'll be called the Josh Diamond.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I say, why wait?
Wait. Are you saying I'm leaving money on the table now?
I think you might, yeah. Think of all the things
I
you
didn't
could
think
be
about
doing
that.
right now.
Yeah, I didn't consider that I could have the money now.
Boom.
Do you think that you mentioned Etsy and there's eBay out there and there's the Facebook sales thing. Do you think that one of his kids to make money will sell?
Oh, maybe.
You know, this ring made out of OJ.
It's really weird to read the ages of his kids now. They're like 55, 33, in their late 30s. It's one's 55.
I give it 6 months, and one of these things is going to show up in a news story that's being auctioned by some.
Well, they obviously didn't turn them into diamonds because this is not a cheap process. This is like at the cheapest, $5,000. So,
my dad got divvied up 6 ways.
Yeah, but he's not in a necklace, is he?
No, he's in a tiny urn.
Yeah.
So they just.
Oh, okay. They did cremate him.
Yeah.
You don't have a leg lamp.
By the way, a perfectly valid question. I want to go on
We were
record.
talking ashes.
Josh, you should have known.
Wow. Well, that's odd. I'm trying to see if there is not a photograph of the jewelry, at least in this version of the story. So I don't know.
Maybe
what to
they
make
put it in a little pendant or something. It'd be easy to do.
So,
Clear.
Pat, you have your father's ashes in a
locket.
I have
urn, tiny urn. Yeah.
I have my dad's in a small little heart about this big, and it's in a nice case.
Like an old Valentine's Day tin? You just put your father in there?
Yeah, it's an old Valentine's.
Well, I guess we'll put him in this.
Grade.
There you go.
My Auntie Girk
Yeah.
was in a like a silver box about the size of a tennis ball can, but squared up.
Silver box was her nickname at the nursing home.
Hey.
Oh, silver box.
Yeah, Auntie Girk, she really put out.
Well, that's what they called her.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I don't think she did.
Here comes little silver box.
Boobs looked like tube socks with tennis balls in the end.
Doesn't matter in the dark.
On that note, sorry, Auntie Girk. We used to keep a hide a key in there in the garage back in the day. Right now, speaking of diamonds, real, earthborn, rare diamonds, natural diamonds. That's what Steven Singer is all about, of course.
Soon to be made out of me.
And
No, they're cremation free.
and they're also Josh Arnold free. I don't think anyone's going to go, oh God, I love these earrings. They're made of Josh. Oh, he was my favorite on the show. IHateStevenSinger.com. Find out why he has that IHateStevenSinger.com place to go, because some people just don't like him because he's got these great prices every day. Steven Singer Jewelers, famous for the full 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Oh, Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com, famous for free shipping all year long, and about to be famous for being part of our special pick'em competition. Every week we're going to do one. I'll give you all the details on that, but you could win a great prize from Steven Singer. Peruse the website. This would be a great time just to lay a nice piece of jewelry on him or her in celebration of the forthcoming fall. Or maybe when it's just hot. These diamonds are gorgeous, and you're hot, baby. That's right.
God.
One place, one price.
Let's not do that again. These women are really good looking, okay?
I hate StevenSinger.com.
Hey, baby, you're hot.
Josh?
Yes, sir.
How do you like your women?
Hot.
There we go. See? Pat, how do you like your women?
More sexist.
What about ravioli night? That's coming up Thursday night.
We're going to have to edit this one again. Steven Singer.
Ask about ravioli.
He's a dog guy. He's got that dog buddy, of course. I hate StevenSinger.com. Tell him the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, what do you got over there?
The world's oldest man, and it's not Tom.
Okay. Also in the news.
Well, the way he acts.
The anti-aging benefits of cannabis coming up, maybe.
Huh. Really? Maybe I should take up the reefer.
There you go.
I mean, I know a guy.
I'm sure you do.
Anybody that knows horn players,
of course.
You know what I'm saying, Pat.
They're on the outskirts of society, those horn players.
They got it right in the trumpet. Yeah, that guy's got more than a saxophone in that case.
Bunch of idiots.
What do they call a bag these days? What is it?
A lid?
A lid. Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it type 2 peanut goo, but yeah, of course you don't feel good, Greg. You ate an entire rotisserie chicken at 11:30 at night. You shoved the whole thing in your fat face in 6 minutes, Greg. I think he ate the rubber band that holds the legs together. I mean, come on. My birth certificate? That document is 54 years old. I also don't have the Declaration of Independence. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an organic peanut butter kid go off the deep end. It is not pretty. Okay, these kids, they spend 18 years eating it, then they go off to college. They have one bite of a Jif sandwich. 6 weeks later, they're passed out on a park bench with Nutter Butters all over their face.
Like every other comedian ever, I, too, have recently broken up with my girlfriend.
So you had to let her go from the van.
I unchained her from the radiator.
Well, I guess that's over.
I broke up, my last girlfriend I broke up via voicemail. Is that
really?
tacky?
That is kind of tacky.
Well, hear me out.
All right.
I didn't leave a message on her voicemail.
Oh.
I left it on the outgoing message on my voicemail.
All right. Hi, this is Brendan.
Exactly.
Leave a message
it's
unless
less confrontational.
you're
if this is Susan, it's over.
All right.
Hit the bricks, Ugga-mug.
But anybody else just leave your message?
Yeah, anybody else leave a message.
Don't forget your number. Did you start with your message? Your message is important to me.
Unless it's Susan.
Did you say hit the bricks, Ugga-mug?
Yeah, I called her Ugga-mug. She's ugly. I was dating an ugly girl.
Well, somebody has to.
She was hard on the eyes.
Wow.
Ugga-mug.
Ugga-mug.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to start calling you that. That'll be my little pet name for you, Christy. Ugga-mug.
Oh, well, that's not appropriate.
No, I'm certainly not. I just think it's cute. Ugga-mug.
Well, you could be mean to ugly girls because they don't have feelings. I saw that on the Discovery Channel.
That's what you were told, right?
Well, there you go.
I discovered that.
Hey, by the way,
We have something for the quotes page. Nicely done. Usually you don't make the quotes page in the first 10 minutes, but you just did.
She bought rocks one time from Pier 1 Imports. She bought a basket of rocks.
No kidding.
To decorate her coffee table with. Well, they had like words chiseled into them.
Oh, okay.
That's weird. They said like joy and happiness and friendship. So like one night I just took a handful of those rocks and I drove around my neighborhood chucking them through people's windows.
Joy.
Like, here comes happiness. We were driving to the mall one time so she could buy some dumb stuff. And there was a car in front of us, and it had a bumper sticker that said, "My boss is a Jewish carpenter" on it. And she was all like, "My boss is a Jewish carpenter? What's that mean?" And I was like, think about it. Who's the most famous Jewish carpenter you can think of?
Right.
And I swear to God, she went, I don't know, Geppetto? That totally happened for real, in real life.
Here's why I like soccer now. I love to see our soccer team lose, not because I'm against them, but because I love to see the look of disappointment in all these fake bandwagon fans. I was in the airport when Landon Donovan and the boys lost. And people were in the airport crying. And we're just so proud of them. We love our soccer team. Really, name 3 players.
How true?
Just say you like soccer. First of all, we shouldn't even have a soccer team. We should have soccer players, but our national team's only function should be to go to other countries and allow them to stomp us because they can't beat us in anything else. We go to every other country. We take their best athletes in all their other sports. Soccer is the only thing they still have a shot at beating us in. Why would you steal that country's joy? We still have fun. We still have porn and other things that make us happy.
A tremendous sport.
Yeah.
These other countries, all they have is that. And the last thing they want to do is lose to somebody they hate in the sport they perfect. How pissed would you be if the Lakers lost to Al-Qaeda? You understand?
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
This is Ernie Fertler reminding you Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show. I'll be. Oh, hold on, just a minute. Okay, we need to locate some. Just read this. Okay, is it Irma? Ima. Would the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack. Okay, fine. That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. The Bob and Tom Show, Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin's here, Christy and Josh Ace. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Speaking of Dude Wipes, we're going to speak to one of the dudes that was one of the co-founders of Dude Wipes, Ryan Meegan. Looking forward to talking to him. Smart guy. And we'll find out about various things about Dude Wipes. I wonder if they've tried to secure the rights to the song Wipeout.
You'll have to ask him.
Any other?
Yeah, I can't wait to get the answer to that question. No, we haven't.
How about Wiper Blades by Haywood Banks? He could alter the lyrics just slightly.
He won't, though.
Wipe. Wait a minute. What if the check were large enough?
I think he'd need cash, first of all.
Okay. Cash only. We return to the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. That's Chick McGee.
I don't know if this is a world record or not, but it says world in it, so let's do that. Stupid world record. A man in England claims to have the world's largest penis. Mr. Matt Barr made headlines following an appearance on the TV program known as The Morning in the UK, during which he opened up about some of the hardships he goes through being well endowed. He has been medically verified as having the world's largest male member, 14.2 inches.
That is far too big.
He recently spoke with about his life, saying he now gets a lot of strange messages as in propositioned with explicit requests such as cleaning people's houses in the nude.
That's odd.
Other issues include getting lightheaded from erections, having to wear specific clothing to hide his manhood.
He does get lightheaded.
I had some days as a result, some dates as a result of going viral as well. He has an upcoming book, A Long Story, Life with One of the World's Largest Penises. It will be released next year.
Sadly, it's going to be a short story.
He said there was a guy who wanted to draw me in cartoon form as a giant and do all this giant sex stuff. Apparently that fetish is called macrophilia.
Macrophilia.
He has no plans to join OnlyFans, he says. And he's in his 40s. If I was 20 years younger, I would have. I'd be more focused on making sure my parents were all good. I'd be in the gym constantly, all these things, but that wasn't the case when I was growing up.
Gotcha.
So there you go.
I kind of feel for this guy. I mean, that is too much. A lot of women aren't
Too
going to.
much. They don't want that.
Right.
No.
And he probably feels nothing.
Oh, I can't imagine. Especially, he probably passes out every time he
does get lightheaded. Yeah, I said he gets lightheaded.
Didn't the famous John C. Holmes, a.k.a. Johnny Wad, didn't he have difficulty because it was,
I don't know,
while flaccid so large
maintaining,
that it would be.
You mean maintaining an erection?
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine. Well, I'm sure other things in his, I mean, he's
imbibing.
The
drug habit.
didn't help,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I'm sure. It's got to be difficult.
But would you go public if you had this?
Maybe he's trying to raise awareness in some way of, hey, look, if you're also gigantic down there, you're not alone. Although apparently he is.
I wonder how many people that affects.
Giantism of the...
Yeah.
Is there a specific name for that? But what's funny is they show him on the couch at a typical talk show with the attractive man and attractive woman kind of looking at him. It appears the lady's kind of leaning back, just a hair. It's a little off-putting. But he's kind of an out-of-shape, middle-aged guy.
Okay.
Just an everyday-looking guy.
Yeah. So.
Oh, he is just an everyday-looking guy.
There you go. Yeah. But on the standard talk show set, talking about his huge male
Almost
number.
An Alfred Molina type.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she is sort of astounded at what he's saying here.
Yeah.
Got the raised eyebrows?
Yeah.
Wow.
I imagine he talks. This says he talks about some of the difficulties. I imagine probably sports.
That's got to be difficult.
Be a hurdler.
Yeah. You're not. That guy's not hurdling. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when he was in better shape, I mean, pole vault, all those would be out.
High jump, out.
What else is happening over there?
Well, we got another one. Stupid world record. The world's oldest living man just celebrated his 112th birthday.
Are you?
John Alfred Tenniswood.
Happy birthday, John.
Born in 1912, marked the occasion at his care home in Southport, England.
Kill me.
When asked by Guinness how he's been getting on since becoming the oldest man on Earth, he responded, it doesn't mean a thing. In all honesty, I don't feel that age. I don't get excited over it.
I'm always cold.
That's probably why I've reached it. I just take it in my stride like anything else. He can't think of any special secrets to his longevity apart from being quite active as a youngster. His main advice for staying healthy is to practice moderation.
Wow, that's advice that doctors would actually agree with.
Yeah, yesterday you missed it. We had a story about how we shouldn't listen to people that are centenarians because...
They all have a different. It's always it's because I smoked 40 cigarettes a day. Or
right. That doesn't
started
affect
every day
everyone.
with a shot of tequila. It's primarily good luck,
good genes,
genetics.
Yeah.
Not living in certain areas that may have been firebombed.
Blue zones.
Various
underneath the hill of foliage.
Oh yeah,
we live in the blue zones.
No, we may have had a Nagasaki joke.
We did.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We were there. But let's go back one story.
To
the guy with the world's largest schlong.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually have a song for him.
We do?
Oh, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado.
Whenever life gets you down, keeps you wearing a frown, and the gravy train has left you behind. And when you're all out of hope, down at the end of your rope, and nobody's there to throw you a line. If you ever get so low that you don't know which way to go, come on and take a walk in my shoes. Never worry about a thing, got the world on a string, 'cause I've got the cure for all of his blues. I take a look at my enormous penis, and my troubles start a melting away. I take a look at my enormous penis, and the happy times are coming to stay. I gotta sing and I dance when I glance in my pants, and the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis, and everything is going my way. Sing along at home, why don't you? 2, 3. I take a look at my enormous penis.
It's not that hard.
And my troubles start melting away. Just Bob and Tom.
I take a look at my enormous penis.
And the happy times are coming to stay. Yeah, I got great big amounts in the place where it counts, and the feeling's like a sunshiny day. I take a look at my enormous penis, and everything is going my way.
I'm Bob and Tom now.
Everything is going my way.
Hey, look at these goobers.
Everything is going my way.
Hey, Chihuahua.
Everything is going my way.
The great band, Da Vinci's
Bravo.
and one of their classics. And Paul and Storm from Da Vinci's Notebook, still out there, hitting it hard on the trail.
Really?
On the comedy trail with some great stuff. That's a terrific song. Wouldn't you love to see Straight No Chaser do that? Yeah. The great a cappella aggregation.
It would be something.
Oh, it'd be huge. Probably not part of their Christmas show.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Maybe a very special evening.
Probably not of any part of any of their shows.
Probably,
I would think.
Speculating.
Stupid world.
Another one?
And now, sports for only Tom Griswold.
All right.
Because that's, I guess, one of the advantages of having your own radio show.
Yeah, the whole show is for you.
A man in Utah has achieved the Guinness World Record for the greatest vertical distance skiing downhill in 1 year.
This is awesome.
What?
All right. So the amount of he skied, he added it all up together.
Yeah.
And
63-year-old Thomas Hart, better known as
the Fart Man.
I was going to say that. Hart the Fart.
Listen to this. I'm guessing he came up with his nickname. Racer Tom covered a total of 7 million feet to earn the record title.
All right.
He skied nearly 1 million feet further than the previous record. I believe that'd be farther. Set in 2015 by Canadian Pierre-Marc Jet.
What?
Mark what now?
Mark what?
Mark Jet?
J-E-T-T-E.
Jet?
Jet. I believe it's a not a I.
Are you sure?
It's not Jeet?
I'm bringing anything out of this I can, Tom.
It's not Jite.
I think it's Jeet.
This is kind of cool.
You go ahead and do the rest of it. It makes me physically ill.
Snow Basin Resort, Utah. He skied every day except for one when there was a terrible windstorm.
No.
Every day between November and the end of April.
Wow.
How about that?
From the moment the slopes opened until they closed.
Did he have a job?
Apparently not.
He's a
no
trust
way.
fund idiot.
Oh, he's just a Nepo baby.
Maybe he's retired at 63.
I think he's retired.
Yeah.
I guess he only ran into Gwyneth Paltrow twice.
Oh.
Knocked her down. This is pretty cool. When you ski now at some places, it'll tell you every day at the end of the day.
Yes, of course. Yeah, how far you've skied. Yes. Go on, Tom. Tell us, Tom. Yes.
Wait, it tells you
How
each
does it
person?
know?
Wow, that's it. But you
have to have an app.
Yes, you have to have your app and
means you have to have
dial
your
in on your phone. of
Once
course.
There you go. Here's my app right here.
Yes.
Not do anything without your phone.
I can't. I've got to have a password. I forgot the password.
Your own password?
I'm sure it's
God.
So we could look up how
skiing
far.
a-hole.
How far you've skied so far?
It could tell you every day I've skied in the last decade.
It's amazing.
How many vertical feet I did.
Can you imagine someone at a party? Oh, hi, Tom. How are you? Hey, do you know I've skied 45 minutes miles this year?
I would never share that
Why,
with anyone.
hello, Boar. How are you?
Oh, that's fascinating.
Exciting.
I'm going to go finger your wife in the
That took a turn. First of all,
you go give me some more pizza rolls. Shut up.
This poor guy, Mr. Jet. You call him Mr. Jet or whatever.
I believe his name was Jit.
Okay. Oh, he wasn't. Thomas Hart was the guy that did all the.
Yes, Heartbeat Jit.
What? Boy, that's a terrible band name. Hey, have you seen Heartbeat? It's really weird. Excretory. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
No, it's not. It has no interest for anyone except you. You're the only one who's interested.
I actually sent this to 4 of my friends this morning.
I'm sure you did. All of them are your ski buddies, right? Are you kidding me?
Any replies?
I sent it to Greg, who works here. I sent it to Dan, who works here, because they're both skiers.
Oh, I didn't know Dan skied.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
he's a maniac.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Straight down, never turns. Guys, I'm surprised he's still alive.
See, that's the way to ski.
Oh, yeah, if you're
No, if you're crazy.
No, you just stand there and go.
Oh.
That's what I'd do.
Sent it to one of my doctors. Sure. Fine physician.
Orthopedic surgeon.
Yes, as a matter of fact, he is.
He's just looking for clients. That's why he skis.
Exactly. Yeah, don't turn there, Tom. I need to do another surgery on your knee. I thought it was a fun story. I'm sure apparently no one else did.
Nope.
Not everybody gets to ski. I highly recommend it, even if you're an adult.
Yeah, you take out a loan on your home, get $50,000
Sure.
together, you could ski half a day.
The boots.
Yeah. I'm sure that he probably bought a season pass. That's the way it works now.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, I mean, if he was paying lift tickets every day, this guy's got that's going to cost you.
He probably lives there, too, so he probably gets a...
Of course. Where's a good pack of wolves when you need one, huh?
Yeah, right. Thundering out of the forest.
Bear wake up from hibernation.
Isn't that where we... Wasn't that last year? Wasn't it in Utah?
A bear, wasn't it?
Was it in Utah where the person was filming their kids skiing or something and a bear comes flying across?
It's a good start, I can tell you that.
You wouldn't turn after you saw that, right? Head downhill. There's a bear coming after you.
Yes.
Now...
when do you go skiing next? You have a ski trip planned?
I'm actually booking it the next couple of days.
Is that right?
Yeah, the place I go, they remind you about every 24 hours this time of year to buy your pass.
Well, that's good. I do love that you go and do it, and you love it. And,
yes, I love it that you go.
You took a Friday off even.
I'm proud of you for still skiing. That's
really
great.
Exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
We just don't like hearing about these guys. It's
a fantastic world record.
7 million miles.
I'll see
That's a lot of miles on a ski.
What's it going to cost you guys to not get me this guy on the phone?
You can make a lot of money this way.
You know
blackmail.
what? I can't wait till you're talking to him on the phone.
Because we got
I would like to hear that.
We got the swimmer on the phone.
That was a big nothing.
Jim Dwyer?
That was a big fat zero burger. Yeah.
The guy swimming across Lake Michigan. How cool is that?
Well, he's a nice guy. He's a very nice guy. But,
this guy's probably a cool guy. I wonder if he listens to.
He's just like
music
any other listener.
Do you listen?
I think if you got
listen to music when you ski?
No.
If you get,
I have to focus.
If you get the guy who skis, you got to get like a regular guy on the air as the same thing.
Remember we had the guy that did the water ski stunt? I love that guy.
Yeah, but see, that's
water skied on stilts.
That's your stuff. Let's do something that you don't care about. Let's talk with someone. Do it.
That
That's
never
not gonna
works,
happen.
unfortunately.
That is not going to happen.
As you know, it's just
You get like
Can you hear us talking on the phone with someone and him in the back? Next.
Oh,
next.
Yes.
Okay, so you shoot the puck, you put it in the net, then what do you do?
Oh, so you get skis and you go down the hill.
Tom,
Now
this
what
is
do you
Wayne
do?
Gretzky. Will you please? You can't show any respect.
Whatever, Wayne. Speaking of records, Caitlin Clark tied the three-pointer season rookie record last night with 85, and she's going now for the season record of 128, set by Sabrina Ionescu. We'll see.
128
field goals in a season. That's 128 threes. Josh, 128 individual shots. What was your question?
Divided by 4, what is it?
Gotta watch the clock.
They have 4 games left. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just being silly.
Oh,
okay.
34.
We'll try to come back. We have a huge sausage news coming up, by the way. Not the huge sausage hanging from that guy's groin, but real sausages, the kind you can gobble.
You talk about skiing.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom.
KIZZ-FM.
Kiz.
Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it! Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed. Golly, Earl, that might be a pretty good idea.
I'd killed my wife when I'd wanted to. I'd be out of jail by now.
Dr. Ruth, when I'm dancing, what part of my body should not move?
Your bowels.
I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Using laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect evidence over a period of 4 days.
I must have one.
Rectal scope is a mouthwash. Your color's back to your face?
Oh, I was great this morning.
So is yours, Tony.
Tony, you're...
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've got to go. You're gaining weight. My wife, when the first time she was pregnant, all I saw of her for 9 months was her ass hanging out of a refrigerator.
And if you believe that, I can't say that. Bishop Emeritus Frederick W. Freaking, who headed the Roman Catholic Diocese. That's his name. He was 85.
Did they have to pull the freaking plug?
Hey, boys, this is the Pope. I got to go to the freaking funeral.
I'm not a stripper person. I don't go to strip clubs. No, I don't. I just.
I know. They come to you, right?
Right, well, kind of. So how I'm dating a stripper, I don't understand how that happened. And what happened was I met her outside of the situation. She's getting a little older to be that. And she said she was a writer. I met her at a social event. She goes, I'm a writer. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. What do you write about? She goes, well, I write about sex work, being a dominatrix, and stripping. And I'm like, why do you write about that? She goes, well, that's what I do.
Oh.
So somehow or another, I just held on to writer. And
fascinating writer.
Yeah, fascinating writer.
In case your mother's still alive and you have to tell her.
See, right. So now I'm dating a woman who who does dominatrix work. She spanks men and says that whole thing. And I'm not into that. That's not my bag.
Right.
I just like.
It's not my scene, baby.
It's not my scene.
No.
But I know that if I'm dating her, how am I not going to end up tied to a bed eventually? How am I
don't
gonna
know that.
Right? Because I'm like, well, this is what you do. Let's get it.
I picture you tied to a ceiling fan and her saying goodbye.
Well, hold on, I'm writing that down. No, but here's what I could see. I go tied to ceiling fan.
Give her a good idea.
Yeah. Well, here's what I know. What'll happen is I'll end up tied to the bed. I'll be like, oh, no, I don't think I'm good with this. And she's gonna be holding a ball gag, saying the safe word is marry me.
Marry me. Mark Merritt is our guest.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
You know, it's funny you mentioned Giant because a colleague of mine, Tony Robbins, wrote Awaken the Giant Within, Bob.
Uh-huh.
And if we have time, I'd like to explain the difference between me and Tony Robbins, one of the most successful.
I'd love to know.
Oh, a couple $1 million?
Well, no, not really. You know, Tony Robbins wrote a book, as you know, called Awaken the Giant Within. Sold over 20 million copies. And in this book, Christy, Mr. Robbins postulates, that means theorizes, that everyone has a giant within them just waiting to break out and do fabulous things. Well, I think that's a crock of, you know what I mean. I think if you feel you have a giant within you, you're probably constipated.
Yeah.
Yeah. My new book, Meet Me in the Middle, is an answer to Zig Ziglar's See You at the Top. See, I think we are our own worst enemy, and the sooner that people realize that in the success world, we are our own worst enemy. Our middle name should be Versus. I don't believe, and I think Chick would agree with this, success is not something we reach as a final destination. Success is like an illness, isn't it? We have bouts of success, episodes of success, and then we fall down and flounder some more. And my book shows you how to take advantage of those times you do succeed and parlay those up. And there's a reason why I'm able to drive a 1987 Cadillac Fleetwood. I have 3 cars, 2 of which are running.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
And this is Joe Theismann for Chick.
Thank you very
the
much.
Chicker. The Chick guy.
That Chick guy.
If there were no other broadcasters of any type in the world, I would listen to Chick. If there were hundreds and thousands of broadcasters in the world, I might listen to Chick. And this is Joe Theismann for Chick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I've never seen a woman look more confused than sitting at a four-way stop. The only time a woman looks confident at a four-way stop is when she goes when it's not her turn. That bitch is confident as hell.
Again, all women or just certain ethnicities?
No. Ladies, just pay the slightest bit of attention at a four-way stop.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show. Can you dig it?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here's Tom.
Thank you very much. Now, we have Christy Lee across the way. You'll see her if you're looking at us on the YouTube.
Yep, here I am.
Oh, there you are. Hey, Christy.
Yeah, hi.
She is in her place at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Josh is in the sidekick chair, not just any sidekick chair. That is the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
I love Steven Singer.
Yes, buy real diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers with no phony sales. They asked me to do this way. I don't know. It was a note I got yesterday.
I can't believe
with
that.
no phony sales or pricing games, just the perfect price every day. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
And we're going to talk with one of the founders of Dude Wipes. Coming up in just a few minutes.
Jimmy Dude.
Ryan Meegan is his name.
I'm sorry.
And Chick McGee is at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Have we completed our sports
Yes, we
podcast?
have. We're up and out. We're okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Finn, if you'd be kind enough, please.
Chick McGee, this is what you farted for.
Be a good sport, Christy.
New research out there indicates that a low dose.
All right, Tom.
What happened? He was putting sugar in his coffee.
Well, see, he only did part of the outro, you see.
Oh, I do
Instead
sometimes.
of wherever you go, wherever you do.
That's part of the. That's not what happened.
That's part of the fun of
putting sugar in whatever you're doing.
Whatever you're
there.
drinking over there.
People love the whimsy of Chick McGee. Are we going to get the full one?
And they love you listening to you put sweetener in your drinks.
I turned my mic off.
That doesn't.
Hands were tied up.
I don't.
I wish both those things were true. That your hands were tied up and your
mic was off.
You were in a dark basement somewhere.
It's very, very clever.
Very involved. Yeah, in my scenario, you're kidnapped. And
Christy, what do you got over there?
New research indicates a low-dose long-term cannabis regime could offer anti-aging benefits for older brains.
This is terrible news.
Said the older brain.
Well, it's not even news.
Said the
speculation.
The oldest brain in the room, I might add.
An international team of scientists discovered that long-term low-dose administration of THC was found to restore cognitive abilities in old mice.
Oh, mice, of course. If it works on mice, this gives every aging stoner a good reason to.
Yes.
Hey, I'd smoke more if I could remember where I put my pot.
These results led scientists to conclude that long-term low-dose cannabis use could shift aging brains to be more energized and have more placidity.
I'm very skeptical.
Because I know a lot of people that smoke a lot of pot are really energized.
Yeah. You ever talk to an old deadhead?
Yes.
You can find out more in the ACS Pharmacology and Translational Science Journal. I'm sure you all get that.
I like that they're doing all these studies, but wait until you have full results. It could help.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. It also couldn't.
Well,
Wait until you know.
So long-term cannabis use.
Low dose, too.
Low dose.
So I wonder what that means.
Yeah.
Based on the number of so-called hits?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does your doctor go, Josh, and I'm going to roll you we call it a doobie, and I want you to fire it up and then take half a hit and then pass it along. We call that don't bogart it here at the offices of... with this, maybe they need to put it in those Werther's candies.
I mean, that's probably, if this proves to be beneficial to some, they would do that, wouldn't they?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They wouldn't encourage you to smoke, I'm sure.
Right.
I get, when it says an international team of scientists, I'd like to know what countries these are exactly.
All the cannabis growing ones.
Yeah, I'm just somewhat skeptical. Yeah, the country where they don't have flush toilets, but they can tell us what to do for our health. Just asking.
Crayola has trademarked the smell of its crayons.
No kidding.
According to trademark documents, the company describes the smell of crayons, their crayons, as slightly earthy soap with pungent leather-like clay undertones.
Boy, that's a perfect description. I love all that.
Do you?
I love the smell of crayons.
I do too. But
what about the taste?
Not as good as you want them to be.
I mean, if you have little kids,
disappointing. Yeah.
Or dogs.
They are disappointing.
I bet you were a crayon eater, weren't you? I bet you were a big-time crayon eater.
No, I never liked crayons. I've told you that. I like the markers.
I love the way they look.
Did you like markers as a kid,
Yeah,
too?
always. Yeah.
Oh, when we were kids, the markers were permanent.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. Now, which actually leads me to this. If they've patented the smell of crayons,
yes,
what they should patent is the smell of a Sharpie.
Well, that could lead to...
You ever take a good hit on that?
I don't care for
Probably
it.
better than
It
cannabis.
gives me a major headache.
Crayola's...
But I'm sure people huff them, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and then when you do it, you put the cap.
You puss what?
You put the cap. Put the cap in your ass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where that phrase comes from.
I'll put a cap in your ass?
Yeah, from hip hop. It's
That
from
doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, he might
Oh, yeah,
do
all those
something
hip hop artists, they sign stuff all the time.
Crayola's
I didn't know. Just one
chief
second.
executive.
I need to talk to a patent attorney. You can patent a smell?
Yeah.
How?
You fill out documents and apply for it.
I wonder if there are any patented smells. And how the hell that...
Yeah, I mean, really?
Yeah.
This seems unreasonable to me. Could you patent the smell of chocolate chip cookies and you bust some lady for making them in her kitchen?
Yeah, right.
Crayola's CEO, Pete Ruggiero, said he one day imagines pumping the smell into stores, triggering nostalgia in shoppers, and enticing them to buy crayons.
All right, here are 10-cent trademarks currently recognized by the U.S. Patent Office.
Got it. Go.
Now, I've not looked this over.
I could guess.
There's a flowery musk scent in Verizon stores. Has anybody noticed?
I have not
Never
noticed
been in
that.
one.
So apparently Verizon stores have their own scent.
That's interesting.
What?
A lot of hotels have their own scent.
Sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Bubblegum scent for sandals. A Brazilian footwear company successfully... they're the jelly sandals.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And apparently they smell like bubblegum. Listen to this. Pina colada scent to coat ukuleles.
That's trademark.
Really?
Are you familiar, Pat, with the Eddie Finn ukulele company?
No, I'm not.
Well,
I think they're the workhorse of the industry.
They fought for the right to trademark the pina colada smell. This is then there's the coconut smell that fills flip-flop stores.
Okay.
Are any of these recognizable to anyone? Certain rose scents.
I think it's fascinating.
Minty pain relief patches.
This is completely unreasonable.
Strawberry toothbrushes. I haven't heard of any of this. So, yeah.
I don't think it's reasonable to patent a smell.
This is odd. The 8, 9, and 10 trademarks are strawberry, cherry, and grape lubricants for combustion engines.
I'll tell you what, I got a really nice car.
Yeah, would it smell like cherry?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe that's where...
that term comes from?
Oh, yeah,
cherry.
yeah, sure. It's got 700 horsepower, but it doesn't smell like a grape. I got to get a new car. What the hell?
That's odd. Well, that list was bizarre, but...
that is bizarre.
Maybe you could patent, like, pledge. Could they say, hey, our lemon scent is different than any other lemon scent?
Or pine sol.
It's unreasonable.
It is.
Crayola first applied for the trademark in 2018 and was initially turned down less than a year later, but won its bid on appeal. During the process, the company shared example of its own crayons as well as competitors to verify the distinctiveness.
They are. It is true, though. You smell a crayon, you know that's a crayon. That's not, A Crayola, you
They probably found a judge that would take a bribe, like everything else going on in the courts of America.
Oh, boy. Tom's got something to say.
You can appoint a fascist as a judge. Now, well, it's time for us to move on. Coming up, Dude Wipes. We're going to talk to the dude from Dude Wipes, one of the founders, Ryan Meegan, next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Well,
Is that the
Christopher Walken.
The tribute to Christopher Walken.
Marsupial's dog.
Designed by one of your fans.
Indeed. Beautiful.
Christopher Walken, one of your main men.
Oh, yes, please. Every morning is good. When you're him. Celebrated a birthday this past week. Feel younger. Not sure how. Must be booze.
Could be.
Because it ain't the vegetables. I can tell you that.
And you met Christopher Walken long after you developed the impression,
Didn't you do the
right?
whole star ceremony with him on Hollywood Boulevard?
Bigger. He had his hands and feet and signature in the imprint of cement in front of the Chinese theater there.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, and they asked me to be one of the two speakers at this thing, and I'd never met him. And I was honored, and yet I couldn't help think, how far down the list did they have to go? Before you pick the guy
down to the P's
who impersonates you, right? In fact, deep into the P's.
That's way over half the alphabet, I think.
Yeah, I believe it is.
We got to D. De Niro. Can't make it.
So I show up to that thing, and they take me inside the theater where they had him before the ceremony out front, and I see him in the flesh for the first time, and he looks over and sees me, and he goes, "Hi! They told me you were coming. Thanks." And I'm thinking, he's doing the voice.
That's the best I've ever heard.
It's way better than mine.
He's nailing it.
Yeah. But I did see him coming out of a party not too long ago in Los Angeles. I don't know if I told you guys this. When I was walking out of this house, they're standing at the end of the driveway alone. Was Christopher Walken. I hadn't seen him inside the party, but here he is, looking completely lost. I'm not sure why I was surprised at that. But so I told him to say, "Hey, Chris, everything right?" Stranded.
Stranded.
I've been searching for over an hour for the bastards who brought me. It's clear to me now. They're gone.
Oh, my God.
And my first thought is, who would ditch Christopher Walken?
Yeah, no kidding.
Who brings him to a party and says, he's at the bar, let's go?
They ditched him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, your kids are, 11 is your son, right?
Yes, correct.
How old's your daughter?
6.
6. Okay, great.
Yeah,
she still gets away with stuff, probably. 6 years old.
She's so funny that I just refuse to punish her for anything.
Right.
She came up from kindergarten one day and she goes, "Dad, Stacy and I were playing catch and she hit me right in the balls." She only has an older brother. She's only heard that area referred to as that. A good dad would tell her that she's wrong. I am not going to do that. I have chosen to use that to my advantage. She'll be on her first date making out with some dude and she'll be like, "Touch my ball." Guess who's done making out? Until at least college, because now everyone in high school thinks she has balls. Thanks, Facebook.
Best daddy. Come on.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, "Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn."
I feel like I'm watching the dating game.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And here they are. From Columbus, Ohio. He's an inveterate masturbator. What? He's trying to grow a beard and thinking of a radio name. It's Chuck Michaels.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Okay.
Wasn't this for T-Berry gum or something? Didn't they use that?
They may
T-Berry
have.
Shuffle.
Now,
right?
was that indeed the dating game, or was
that the Newlywed Game?
The Lonely Bowl.
Sounded like one of them. I don't know.
There. Is this it? Yeah, this is the dating game.
And here they are.
He's an obsessive compulsive from Midwestern United States. He likes collecting things and telling people what to do.
Including
Ladies and
children
gentlemen,
and dogs.
they love shiny objects. And he's just now.
He's a member of the Black Panther Party.
I didn't expect that one coming.
He didn't. And a confirmed bachelor. All right, now here they
He's
are.
fathered 9 children. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Tom Griswold.
That's where you come around the partition. Okay.
Now this is where you go, bachelor number one.
Hey, if I
I'm
was all
bachelorette
greasy,
number 1.
If I were a bush,
if I drop some food on the floor, how many seconds before you eat it?
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hey, Chick, you've heard about this thing called an annuity?
Sure.
Do you know what they are?
Not sure. Actually unsure.
Well, Mr. Unsure, annuities ensure that you'll still have income even after you retire.
Kind of like getting a paycheck for not really working. I like that deal.
Oh, yeah, that's obvious.
Hey!
So, to get started, here's the name you need to know. Silac Insurance Company.
Silac?
Yep, Silac, S-I-L-A-C. Living longer requires more than just Social Security.
Agreed, but I'm still unsure.
Hey, Silac's annuities help protect the unsure against financial risk to their retirement savings. Down market? No problem. An unexpected health issue? Not an issue. Your annuity is flexible because life isn't predictable.
Silac, huh? Fly-by-nighters?
Nope. The company actually opened during the Great Depression. Back then, they were on a mission to help people when people really needed the help.
So signing up going to be complicated?
Silac makes getting an annuity clean, simple, and transparent. Move on from unsure to insure. Silac. Get started now at SILACINS.com.
Performance varies. Past performance not indicative of future results. Consult with your financial advisor.
On the way.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
The I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
And Chick is sitting at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. There we go. Speaking of Dude Wipes, we are joined by Ryan Meegan, one of the head Dude Wipes dudes.
Head honcho.
What can I say? Hey, Ryan, how are you, sir?
How are you guys? Thanks for having me. Good morning.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Ryan, we just had a weird news story about the Crayola crayon people patenting the smell of Crayola crayons. I didn't know you could get a patent on a scent. At Dude Wipes, you guys are famous for your scents. I assume that the Crayola people wouldn't want to license that to you.
You never know. We could check with them. We've entered much of the world. The coffee drinking world has entered pumpkin spice season. We have just entered in the Dude Wipes world dumpkin spice season.
Oh, yeah. I have to try
spice smelling Dude Wipes. So that is now available for the fall season. Very excited about that.
That is hilarious. Dumpkin spice. It has taken over. What other scents are you considering, or have you already activated?
Activated currently, that's going really well, is Mint Chill. That's been
great.
around for a while. It's made with eucalyptus and tea tree oils, so it gives kind of a cooling sensation. I like to say a little tingle. We also have Shea Butter Smooth, which is very popular. Herbal Relief. And those are kind of our main ones right now. And then obviously the catalyst of our brand, Fragrance Free, as well.
We're talking, of course, about Dude Wipes. And,
Ryan,
go ahead.
Have there been any meetings where somebody has suggested a scent and you all went, no, we're not doing that. We can't.
You know, in the fall, in this upcoming holiday season, this is not a joke. We have a Dingle Bells coming out, and that's I think where we're going to draw the line there. Someone mentioned a hot dog smelling wipe for 4th of July next year, and we were kind of like, let's not get too cute out there.
No, but if you could get a barbecue scent, that might be something.
Okay.
Some sort of mesquite.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, the world of scents has gotten so odd. I'm sure you read about the famous candle, It Smells Like My Vagina candle from the Goop people. Very, very odd. Very, very odd.
Sure.
I just want to do a little thing that our guest, Ryan Meegan from Dude Wipes, is probably not aware of. Josh is a big fan when he goes fishing because he uses the Dude Wipes head to toe for a quick cleanup.
Yeah, they're perfect for that. Refreshing. I use the mint chill, and it's just, if I'm fishing all through the morning and then we decide to go somewhere for lunch, I can just use those, and I feel okay in the restaurant.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we market them as 99% as butt wipes, but they do obviously work for other occasions as well. So, and speaking of outdoors, we just launched our camo pack, a partnership with Realtree. So those are available, long overdue. We have a huge following in the outdoors, so you'll have to pick that one up.
Wow.
Yes,
do you mind doing a quick version of the origin story? You've probably told it a million times, but just the quick showing up on Shark Tank, et cetera.
Yeah, for sure. Back in 2012, me and my two partners, Sean and Jeff, were living together in an apartment in Chicago, working normal 9-to-5s, then incorporated seemingly out of nowhere baby wipes into our bathroom routine, started buying bulk packs of baby wipes from Sam's Club, and just got addicted to the routine. It's a cleaner feeling. We say Dude Wipes gets the crap toilet paper leaves behind. People think toilet paper is doing a sufficient job. It really isn't. Leaves you not as clean as you should be, not feeling as fresh as you should be, and irritated a lot of times. So flushable wipes is where it's at, and we caught on to that in 2012. And at the time, there was only stuff out there for women and babies. So we kind of had an aha moment that if we put a funny, blunt, masculine spin and brand around these flushable wipes, we probably weren't the only guys doing this. And then the even bigger opportunity would be to convince other guys and women and people of all walks of life, that this was a better, cleaner, fresher routine than using just toilet paper alone. So scraped together some money in 2012, popped onto Amazon, started building Amazon while we chased brick and mortar retail. Finally, in 2015, we were able to get a nationwide deal with Kroger. And at the same time, that is the year we went on Shark Tank in October of 2015, was able to get a deal with Cuban, and kind of the rest is history. Now, fast forward to 2024, we're in over 20,000 stores nationwide. We're the number 2 brand in the country. We're bigger than Charmin in flushable wipes. We're on the heels of Cottonelle for taking over the number 1 spot as the biggest brand.
Don't you want to be in the number 2 spot?
It is a comfortable place for us to be.
Sorry. By the way, we're speaking with Ryan Meegan. He is one of the dudes of the 3 that founded Dude Wipes. And you mentioned Mr. Cuban, Mark Cuban. We've spoken with Mark, a fascinating guy. And he stepped up and liked the idea, and he was your key investor. Am I getting that story right?
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, he was out to begin with, and then we were negotiating with Robert, Mr. Wonderful. We tried to pair them together, and then they started getting really greedy and wouldn't budge. And so Mark got so tired of it, he just jumped back in and said, screw it, I'll do it. And we were like, yeah, you're kind of who we wanted anyways.
There's a slight percentage that, I don't know how slight, that Dude Wipes, because Cuban is involved, will eventually be in the bathrooms of the White House.
You never know.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Now, I'm sure you do a lot of market research. Do you have a ballpark figure on the number of women that use Dude Wipes?
Fascinatingly enough, it is 50-50. So
really,
yep, our customers are 50-50. And listen, we think of dude as a fun, contagious word in American vernacular. We don't necessarily pin it down to just guys, even though it may appear that way. Our brand is for men and women, and we know plenty of women use it and love it. And the buying rate is 70% women, 30% men. Women probably do a lot of shopping in the household, so that's where kind of that stat may be inflated. But in terms of users themselves, it's 50-50.
Have you thought about the dudette wipe?
We've talked about it many, many, many times.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably the number 1 question I get on a daily basis outside of how cool is Mark Cuban. But once we got those stats of what the shopper breakdown is on gender, you know, I think we're kind of good where we are right now.
Mm-hmm. Have you considered doing a package that is more feminine? A package, you know,
we're really known for that, like that black pack that just jumps out at you in our logo. And, you know, I don't think we want to change that brand affinity.
Yeah, no, it seems to be appealing to women already. So,
well, and you guys do a bunch of, I don't know what you'd call it, kind of like guerrilla stuff. You've got your fans, if you will, your clients, your customers throwing stuff up, throwing videos up, and some cool stuff like that. Yep. And you say you're talking about some new scents. Any particular scents that you've thrown out there that have been rejected?
Other than the hot dog one, there was a handful of other ones. We kind of were like, all right, let's stick to Dingle Bells and Dumpkin Spice, and then our catalyst, like Mint Chill and Shea Butter, and the ones I mentioned earlier. Those are all in stores nationwide. They're in Walmart nationwide and Target and so on. Is there a scent associated with, I mean, other season? Obviously, the Dumpkin Spice, excuse me, kind of covers the fall.
Valentine's Day could have a rose type smell, perhaps.
Well, you have a name for it?
But that's not necessarily duty. Well, dudish.
Duty. Yeah. It is duty. Once again, number two in duty.
It's a great product. We're big fans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I appreciate that. We're happy to be a part of the show and appreciate all you guys' support. I've been seeing a lot of the clips and stuff, and you guys having fun with it lately. And that's just what the brand is about, just the authenticity and humor that we bring to the table, and kind of negating this taboo subject and having fun with it.
Yeah. Was there a particular moment? I know I'll often ask recording artists, was there a moment you were in your car and for the first time you heard your song on the radio? Was there a moment where you guys were sitting around going, this is going to work? I mean, this is actually taking off. When we're getting rid of our regular jobs, we're going to do this, and it's going to be great. Was there that second in your life?
There was a couple of them. You know, we did a sponsorship, a huge UFC sponsorship back in 2014 when, you know, we really didn't have any distribution other than Amazon. We did a butt logo, huge Dude Wipes butt logo on the shorts of Tyron Woodley's trunks for his UFC pay-per-view fight. And again, that was back in 2014, scraped together 10 grand to do it, which seemed like a lot at the time. And we ended up, Dude Wipes ended up trending number 3 worldwide on Twitter that night. So that was vindication for us that, like, you know, we have something here. This brand truly does create the buzz that we think it does. We used to just throw a Dude Wipe at the end of the bar and watch people flock to it and talk for 10, 15 minutes. And that was kind of just some local vindication for us at certain times. But this being on a national and a worldwide scale in a pay-per-view UFC event really gave us that confidence. And then I think when we got the Kroger deal nationwide and then Walmart, as those dominoes started to fall, over the years in 2015, 16, 17 and stuff like that, and we kept building, those were some other moments that were like, okay, we're definitely doing it. We just got to stay with it and, keep having fun, but keep pushing our foot on the gas.
Once again, we're speaking with Ryan Meegan, one of the 3 dudes from Dude Wipes, one of the co-founders. I got one last idea for you. How about glasses cleaners? To clean your clean your buns and then clean your glasses.
For asses and glasses.
There you go. We got the slogan and everything. You're welcome, Ryan.
Asses to glasses. I like that. We say internally a lot as we just got to keep getting wipes to butts. So I think you're on the right track with that slogan.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we market them as butt wipes, but we know people are smart enough to use them for whatever occasion a wet wipe will work. So if they use them for their glasses, by all means.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, best of luck.
Thank you. Can I plug one more thing? We have one more fun thing we have going on. Sure. I think you guys will get a kick out of.
Sure.
We're partners with the Cleveland Browns, and the Browns have not returned a kickoff for a touchdown since 2009. So we are here to clean the Brown streak. So we started a campaign called Stop the Streak. Go to stopthestreak.com to win $100,000. All you got to do is input your email. And if and when the Browns return a kickoff for a touchdown this year, we are giving away $100,000 to a lucky winner that signs up. StopTheStreet.com.
That's great.
Love it.
Amazing. That's hilarious. That is a great
Tom's
idea.
a Browns fan, too, aren't you, Tom?
I grew up a Browns fan, former season ticket holder.
Well, congratulations on all the success.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
I see you around. That's great.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Have a good one.
Bye.
That's Ryan Meegan, one of the dudes from Dude Wipes.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I love that. I think they got to stay at number 2, though, kind of like Avis Rent-A-Car. Remember that old thing?
Yes.
Where they were very proud to be number 2. And we try harder.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
An old slogan. Right now, it's time for us to leave the Dude Wipes sports desk and head over to the Simply Safe security desk.
That's right. For over 10 years now, Simply Safe has protected my compound with the level of security and customer care. It's incredible. I sleep better every night knowing Simply Safe's 24/7 monitoring agents are standing by to protect me. And if somebody does try to break in, they send emergency help when I need it most. They have exclusive live guard protection at Simply Safe. Agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm and can even see and speak to intruders inside your home, warning them police are on their way. I want you to have the same peace of mind that I and so many of our listeners experience. Simply Safe is offering Bob and Tom listeners a deal, 20% off a system. Just visit simplysafetom.com. Protect your home this summer. 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, sausage, grape nuts, a bubble man, and an eagle that's too fat to fly. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
So we have the cabinets returning.
Cabinets are here.
Now, Tim, we need to get to this because we have a time deadline here. We're hoping to hook up with Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Beautiful.
So
all right.
move it forward.
You know, they seem to have all the time in the world until you guys got in here.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? What do you got?
Let's go.
We love these guys. Here we go. Ready to go? Let's go. Writer's block, writer's block, writer's block, that's what I've got. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I've got writer's block.
Yes, he's got writer's block.
Writer's block, yes, I know. This is where the joke should go. Is there a joke there?
No.
I got writer's block.
Yes, he's got writer's block.
This is good. This is better than rehearsal.
Really? You guys rehearsed a couple years ago, right?
I started out, my mind was blank. I sat and thought an hour. By then my mind was even blanker. La 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 la. La 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 la. Writer's block, it's not fair. I'm sitting in my lucky chair and I can't find funny anywhere. I've got writer's block. I've got writer's block. Blow a whistle. Ring a bell. Blow a whistle again. 'Cause I can't write a joke. No writer's block. Writer's block. That's the song. That's all I've got. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. I stole that line, yeah, it's not mine 'cause I have writer's block.
Yes, he has writer's block. He claims it's writer's block. It's always writer's block. He's never not had writer's block.
Hey, guys, I think it's time we get some new singers. I'm getting tired of you guys.
Yeah.
Nice ringing the bell.
Bravo.
Thanks very much. Tim Cavanaugh and the
That was the
Cabinets.
best we ever did.
And the Writer's Block song.
She climbed up on the bus, said that I'll do just about anything that you'd want me to. I got tickets to your show from the radio. They were free. I said, you got the wrong bus. She said, I know who you are. You're that rockabilly country singing superstar. And I thought that you might like to have a little bit of company. I said maybe 20 years ago, in a different place, in a darker room with a prettier face. But there's just way too many fish in the sea, and getting caught with a whale would be the end of me. Don't cry, this can't be the first time you've been dissed.
Oh, no.
I got brunettes and blondes and red-headed girls, and they'll be dropping by soon, rocking my world. Turn around and go, you ain't on my list. See, only the best-looking tuna gets to be Star Kid.
We were talking about racial stereotyping because you're a golfer.
Yes.
And I know that we were talking about golf off the air, but a lot of stereotypes in the world. Certainly, one of them about Asians in sports, and I think that's really now really being changed, particularly in the world of baseball,
right.
basketball. It's huge changes.
It's
Maybe
great.
15, 20 years ago, you didn't really see that as much.
It's great. I love seeing Asians in sports, and yeah, as you said, Major League Baseball, the real sports. You know, we're not talking ping pong or pie gal poker or vase juggling with your feet or really hard Sudoku problems or competitive hot dog eating or breaking ice blocks with your forehead or dancing back up for Gwen Stefani, the real sports. That's great, because before, if I wanted to cheer for Asians in sports, the people I had was Michelle Kwan and half of Tiger Woods. That's
that was it.
That was it.
That's it.
Wow.
And you know, Tiger. Let's talk about him. You know, I don't know which half of Tiger made him want to cheat, but I think we can all agree which half drove into the tree. So.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. Thanks again to Ryan from Dude Wipes for talking with us. What a guy.
Cool guy.
Good man.
Refreshing with Dude. If you've never tried Dude Wipes, it's like a shower in the middle of the day.
And they really are number 2 in the business of wipes. Kind of interesting. And he did mention they have the new camo wipes hitting the market.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he mentioned the Dumpkin Spice scented Dude Wipes.
For fall, yeah.
Pat, we should have had you sing your famous Pumpkin Spice song.
I have a Dumpkin Spice song, actually.
Oh, you do?
Well, of course. Pumpkin spice, yeah. Pumpkin spice. Put it in your Metamucil, make your dookie smell nice. If you want your butt all clean and to smell like Halloween, they make wipes that smell like pumpkin spice. They call it Dumpkin Spice, yeah. Dumpkin Spice. I guess Poopkin Spice was too much and didn't sound nice. For you freaks who want a plumpkin, try it with a splash of pumpkin and then use a little Dumpkin Spice.
That's beautiful, Pat. Thank you very much.
I wondered if they would put out a wipe called "It Smells Like My Butt."
This wipe smells like my butt.
Well, you know, like Gwyneth Paltrow did with her candle.
Yeah. Probably less popular.
Probably.
He also mentioned this thing with the Cleveland Browns, stopthestreak.com.
Did you register?
I just went to the website.
You sign us up?
Not yet. I just found this. It says, Dude Wipes invites you to enter for a chance to win the Stop the Streak sweepstakes. If the Browns return a kickoff for a touchdown during the 2024-25 season, one grand prize winner will receive $100,000. And additionally, 5 secondary winners will receive a special prize package. So there you go. You can go to the Cleveland Browns website or just go to stopthestreak.com.
It could happen with the new kickoff rules.
Is it easier to return a touchdown?
Well, I think it's going to increase the number certainly.
Oh,
but
okay.
we don't. I don't know. It's hard to say easier or harder or what it would be.
It'll be interesting to see. But yeah, if you want to enter, sounds like fun.
Easy to do.
From Dude Wipes, and go Browns. And then who knows who will be playing quarterback? It gets very murky. What team has had the most quarterbacks in the last decade?
It's either the Browns or Washington or one of those teams.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll be talking with
what a great question, though.
NFL great Joe Theismann.
You should start a book, questions that can't possibly be answered, especially on the fly. That would be.
No, I suppose.
Yeah. How many coaches have the Browns had?
Many.
Many. All right, that's not an answer, but okay, thanks for trying.
Okay. Christy Lee is over there. I can see her from here. She is at the Silac Insurance.
This is from Brian. I just want to tell your guest, Ryan at Dude Wipes, they are a big hit in the Army.
Yes, they do wonderful stuff with the
I've been in 18 years, and I've used them in the field from the first time I saw them on the shelf. Great for the most personal, 120-degree porta potty and wiping yourself down at the end of the day. Used by both men and women.
Nice.
That's from Brian.
On their website, you can go to their Wipe the Troops section and find out about the stuff they do there.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's humid. It's Labor Day weekend, the last blast of summer for some. And I think of ice cream, don't you? Some of the unusual ice cream flavors out there, ranch, mac and cheese, have been making headlines in recent years. But one regional delicacy has stood the test of time. According to Gastro Obscura, Grape Nuts ice cream predates more than 100 years. The Postum cereal company began selling grape nuts in 1897.
Postum used to be, or Post used to be Postum?
Yeah.
Huh.
Touting the cereal as a quick, fiber-rich breakfast option that also served as a gentle laxative. Grape nuts were then marketed as a superfood, and boxes came with a booklet entitled The Road to Wellville. As early as 1916, a recipe for grape nuts ice cream, which simply suggests adding the cereal to vanilla ice cream, so it's not like it's like a topping, if you will. Grape nuts ice cream has been mysteriously endured as a favored flavor
Thank you.
in New England, Nova Scotia, and Jamaica.
You hear what she said? Mysteriously endured. Why is it popular? It's the worst food that you can
disagree.
Absolutely try to eat.
I love grape nuts.
I love it.
I put it in my yogurt. I love it.
I like them too, but I totally get the criticism. I mean,
It's like eating gravel.
If you filled a bowl with grape nuts, that's an impossible task.
Oh, yeah. They only say you should use a quarter cup or something.
Yeah, barely.
It's very small.
And then Grape Nuts decided to do a little marketing thing in the winter. They were like, make a bowl of grape nuts and put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
That is so good. It's like a nice bowl of oatmeal kind of, but it's so flavorful. I love it.
And then it's great in ice cream.
It is? I have never done that.
And then you take bran flakes and use those as like sprinkles.
Really?
Get that full laxative effect.
Yeah.
And of course, and who doesn't want ice cream with health benefits, by the way?
Well, you say that, but I saw this really great recipe for olive oil and maple syrup. It's like and a little bit of sea salt, and it creates a topping for your ice cream. It's like half and half, like quarter cup maple syrup, quarter cup olive oil. Ugh. It's unbelievable. It tastes like caramel. It's wonderful.
Wow.
What is it again?
Who knew?
Maple syrup and olive oil with a little bit of sea salt. Trust me.
On top of your ice cream.
Yeah, like a topping, for Sunday.
Yeah, ice cream's pretty good on its own.
It really is.
Doesn't need that much modification.
All right.
And but yeah, I do like grape nuts, and there are places where they have the grape nuts already in the ice cream.
Wow.
So,
but it's fairly regional.
Yeah.
East Coast, you said?
Yeah, it's primarily served in Idiotville.
Idiotville?
Yeah. It's,
New England.
New England, small town in
Nova Scotia.
Rhode Island.
And then
Idiotville, Rhode Island.
Well, and the Space Coast, because did you know that the original space shuttle, the tiles were glued on by taking grape nuts and not rinsing the bowl out. You take a chisel, get them out. I'm a big fan.
They're tasty.
I've got
they are.
boxes of grape nuts in our green room.
Now I think I'm going to have to go have some and some yogurt.
Ugh.
Crunchy.
Experts.
Just go out and lick the road. Whatever is on your tongue, try to chew that, and that's the great say good morning taste of grape nuts.
It's like a Jaeger bomb for a librarian. Hey, man, you got some grape nuts?
What? What?
That's how, like hipsters, like librarians. Did you ever want to be a librarian?
Did you ever want to be a librarian?
No, I've taken a look at Hitman. I like the way
but not librarian.
Josh reminded me of that.
I always want to be a librarian. You sit around all day reading.
I say there's no time like the present time.
Work in a bookstore.
You don't have
working in a bookstore is one thing. Being a librarian is different. Yeah,
you wouldn't have to interact with anybody. You'd be away from the public.
Ask for questions. You go, we don't have that book here. Go away, and then just sit there and read all day. It'd be great.
A lot of librarians do seem sort of surly.
There you go.
Well, you aren't allowed to speak in a library. How the heck would you survive?
No wonder. Yeah, you just want to be a professional shusher.
You could not do
that.
The
librarian gets to talk.
Oh,
see?
I see.
That's it. Of course, this makes perfect sense.
This is the perfect place.
Yes.
The librarian gets to talk.
But he's the only one.
He gets to shut everybody else up.
Everybody else has to listen.
Then you go, I got a break coming up. You know what I'm going to do? Yogurt and grape nuts.
We should start this. We should. Tom Griswold's. What would he do had he not found radio?
I bet you like microfiche, don't you? you like scrolling the.
Oh, remember that?
God. And the printer machine.
The printer machine.
Could go down there to read old newspapers on that big.
Yeah, they remember that.
The
projector thing. And corn cob. The reader reproducer. Where it would print out some facsimile.
Remember the horse and buggy? Remember that? Yeah, that was something.
Times were different.
I do remember when newspapers were draped on those long shower curtains, those wooden shower curtain things.
You have to roll it to read it.
That was a better time, right, Tom?
God, what did they do with all those things?
All those sticks?
Those curtain rods somewhere.
If you don't know what we're talking about, they would take a newspaper and sort of skewer it onto this big stick and hang it on these racks.
Shishka paper.
Yeah, shishka paper. Very good, Pat.
Experts say an increase in the demand for sausage may be a red flag for our economy. Comments from food manufacturers included in the Dallas Federal Reserve's Outlook survey noted, quote, as the economy weakens, we are seeing modest growth in the sales of dinner sausage. This category tends to grow when the economy weakens, as sausage is a good protein substitute for higher priced protein.
That's interesting, yeah.
Huh.
The sausage index.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm a huge fan of dinners, of sausage at dinner, because I love breakfast. In fact, I think tonight we're doing breakfast for dinner.
So you're talking about breakfast sausage at dinner. Interesting. But what about your Hillshire Farms?
Yeah, like Italian sausage?
That's good stuff.
No, that'd be fine.
Yeah, your smoked sausage.
Oh, I love
so they're saying that sausage is cheaper than other protein sources. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Interesting.
Wow, that's an odd index.
Chick, are you a breakfast sausage? Are you a patty or a link guy, or do you change?
I like both, but given a choice, I'd have patties.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
not sure the hide on the
I'm
legs.
50-50, I
don't care for the hide.
You don't like a good snap?
The snap, I don't care for it.
I love the snap.
Don't you like to pick up a link on your fork, hold it up there as a whole, and just bite half of it off?
I do like that.
I had links here in the freezer, and someone took them.
That's because they're good.
No, they're the missing.
People in this building
missing link.
They're thieves.
They're the missing link.
Here we thought we were talking.
We were having a conversation. No, we
weren't.
weren't.
It's a curse, isn't it, Pat?
I should have thought. Do they make vegan sausage?
Yeah, of course they do.
Of course they do. Yeah.
You know what I've never done that I need to do?
What?
Wrap a link in a patty, like a taco shell. And maybe, here's what I'll do. I'll take a sausage patty, coat it in maple syrup, and then put the sausage link in there and have it like a little taco. I'm doing that for the rest of my life, whether it's good or not.
Now, I saw the video where you took two big round sausage patties and then put a big kielbasa pointing north.
Yeah.
And then mowed on that thing.
And then took it into my mother for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Well, you wrap pancakes around sausage, don't you? You could do that.
I have had that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So if you're doing breakfast for dinner, what does that consist of?
Kind of what you just said. Pancakes, and you can kind of roll them up in...
And sausages?
Yeah, sausage,
you get
bacon,
to eat real
eggs.
sausage at your place?
Of course.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I'm not the vegan. Pat is.
Oh.
Don't you have the grass-fed sausage?
I'm sure we had the cow's permission to slaughter them, and of course, yeah.
So the girls like sausage.
Oh yeah,
I do too.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
And scrambled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know that they've made the connection between sausage and pigs yet? Because pigs are adorable.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's not push that.
Yeah. It's hard enough getting through the day without having to deal with that kind of thing. Boy.
Hey, Chick-fil-A in the news. They're reportedly planning to launch their own video streaming platform. According to the website Deadline, the fast food chain has been working with a number of major production companies to create family-friendly shows, particularly programs that are unscripted.
Will they be on the air on Sundays?
It also is in talks to license and acquire content.
Oh.
Because they're closed on Sunday.
I get it.
Unnamed sources told the site that the company intends to launch the streaming service later this year.
Chick-fil-A.
That's interesting. Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Huh.
Do you think it'd be Christian-based?
Yeah, it's probably faith-based, but
Right.
good family programming.
Right.
They won't have the NFL Sunday ticket, though.
No, they won't.
Remember the Chick-fil-A's closed in Atlanta? Don't they have one in where the Falcons play?
And it's closed on Sunday.
Closed on Sunday.
Even though it's in the stadium. Wow. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting.
I like a company that stands by its principles.
Yeah.
I like their food. I wish they were open on Sunday.
I mean, there is that thing where I crave it more on Sundays because they're not open.
You always want what you can't have, Josh.
You get a haircut on a Monday. What do you got coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a bald eagle too fat to fly. We have
Hey, Baldy. Hey, fatty.
another naked woman in the news. We have dolphins in the news. And dating apps all coming up.
And the dolphin story is something a chick and I can attest to because we have done the unfortunate thing of swimming with dolphins. Very cool.
You slaughtered a dolphin, didn't you?
Oh, my God.
Isn't there footage that you've been asking us to hide of you slaughtering a dolphin?
Yeah, the dolphin sausage thing. Yeah, of course.
I gave the dolphin a chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Weren't fenced in. Right now, let's talk about our buddy Steven Singer because we were talking about football a few minutes ago. Coming up on this show, it's going to be pick'em time again. Every week, a very special prize package from Steven Singer Jewelers. He's the I Hate Steven Singer guy. Everybody else in that business can't stand him because he's got the great quality diamonds, real natural, earth-born, rare diamonds from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer, of course, is famous for his fantastic 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. Did I mention the free shipping? All year long, every day is the right day. One place, one price every day at IHateStevenSinger.com. Once again, a 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee with free shipping and fast shipping, typically going out the day you order if you order before 2 o'clock Eastern Time.
Tom, does Steven Singer sell nipple rings?
A fair question. I mean, isn't any earring potentially a nipple ring, Christy? I don't know. Is there a
pretty
distinction?
much.
All right.
Yeah. You just buy one.
So we can say,
or you can buy two.
With some confidence, Steven Singer is in the nipple ring market.
I wish you hadn't.
Can we talk about the ravioli Thursday nights now?
Yeah. Would you rather go back to that?
Yes, it's okay. Once again, it's all about real diamonds, natural, rare, earthborn diamonds. See what I'm talking about. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com today. Do something special for her or for him. Perhaps a beautiful bracelet. And then every season, of course, he's got those beautiful gold dip roses. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, our special treat involving the football season and your chance to win a great prize package. That's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say?
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
It turns and sways.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got one more thing. May I say one more thing? I've been waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What?
There we go. Yes. Finally.
I have, okay, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name when you checked in, and you invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me, okay.
Okay, Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Somehow I blame you.
Ah, boy. Where do we go from here?
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right.
You're right.
Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. You've heard and seen the Say Yes to Michigan commercials, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, there's a billboard in Indiana. In fact, there are a lot of them. An Indiana billboard company has launched a war between the states by erecting a billboard that says, "Shut up, Art."
Yes. Oh.
No, it says, "Say no to Michigan."
I see.
It says, "Say no to Michigan. Wander Indiana first." Michigan tourism officials are taking the slogan war in stride, but some Michigan residents are not amused. They've even complained to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. Travel officials in Indiana say they have nothing to do with the billboard. On the other hand, they're not terribly upset about it either. Josephine Hickman, president of the Hoosier Outdoor Advertising Company, admits her billboard design pokes fun at Michigan, but she says there are Say Yes to Michigan signs posted all over northern Indiana, and Hoosiers' feelings are hurt.
Hey, we're a fun place. What can we say?
Elsewhere in the news, Governor Milliken has signed a major supplemental spending bill containing more than $260 million.
For JML News, I'm Art Bishort. No, you're Tom Gerswold.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not. This morning's news is brought to you by Auto Glass Specialist in Gaylord, Cadillac, and Iron Mountain. For fast, professional Batoski, it's partly sunny, and 64. JML News time is 7:57.
Tuesday morning, everybody. Well, Tom, one thing I want to say, first of all, your dick is bigger than this microphone. Well, is it my turn to talk? Because yours is smaller than this cigarette. So we'll just go from there. Thank you. Got to get some news, Art, so I have to cut short. I got to go in the air in 5 minutes here. Oh, Jackie O. Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Oh, I love her.
Swimsuit?
Suit.
Right. Okay. We had fun on the air here today. Tom is from beautiful Cleveburg.
No, Shaker Heights, Ohio. Tom Griswold recently worked in Florida radio, also worked in Petoskey radio right across the way at McDonald Broadcasting. Had a great time and really learned my stuff there.
Thanks for the staff, Trish, by the way.
Hi to the folks in Daytona Beach. Get a sunburn from
Pat, are you ready to do your movie review?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
We can do
okay.
that. Yeah. Big week this week. Talking about the new movie Sex and the City 2.
Now, should we explain that the way you have a very interesting way of making sure that your reviews are not biased? You don't chum around with the stars.
I do not chum around with the stars.
And
as little as possible.
You don't associate pretty much with the movie itself.
Do not do that.
So, in other words, you don't go to the movie.
I don't interact with the movie in any way.
By seeing it.
By seeing it, right? I try not to think about it.
Bias your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And once you've seen a movie, there's no way you can be objective about it. You have been foiled. The content is in your head, and there's no way you can do it. Now, this week, Sex and the City 2. Carrie, Amanda, Mary Kate, and Ashley return for the sequel. There will be sex, followed by brunch, during which a penis will be ridiculed. There will be giggling and togetherness. Cynthia Nixon, shockingly, not returning for the sequel. I don't know if you know that. The role of Amanda is played by a broom with a face drawn on it. Sarah Jessica Parker does return, and contrary to early rumors, the role of Carrie is not played by Super Saver, winner of the Kentucky Derby. Super Saver. Obviously, these are some heavy-duty female role models, but you don't have to go to the movies to hear about strong women, as you'll see in this edition of the Unbiased Movie Review, which is also ripped
from the headlines.
Really?
Yes. In Minnesota, a mother has given birth in the car while driving herself to the hospital. Well, what does she want? A medal? One time I soiled myself on the way home from the airport. Nobody seemed to think that was much of a miracle.
Yeah.
The only difference is that mine didn't scream coming out. In fact, it was almost eerily quiet. There was a whimper. I'm not sure which end it came out of. Ripped from the headlines. Yes. Sex and the City 2. Definitely a movie for females. Well, what's wrong with seeing something a little soft and fun? You need it sometimes. After watching all the violence in the news, one of Spain's most famous matadors remains in critical condition after sucking the horn of one of Spain's most famous bulls. Julio Aparicio was gored through the throat, his jawbone fractured, his tongue pierced, his soft palate smashed. Doctors say he may never say, "That's delicious" again. From now on, we'll probably say, "That's delicious." Whatever "that's delicious" is in Spanish.
Tune in
24/7, 365.
all day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio.
On that up next.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin here, over there.
Oh, yeah.
Christy Lee and Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Question.
Answer.
Did I dream this or hear about this? Is there a thing in which, say you're in a situation in which you know that you're going to be talking to someone, but you want to get out of it?
All right.
Is there a thing you can set on your phone that'll make your phone ring and say 3 minutes? And you have the ringer on loud so you can walk in and then...
I don't know.
I get a call. I have to take this.
Yeah,
quote,
then
unquote, interrupt.
I have to take this, then you walk out and never come back.
You walk out and never come back.
That's a serious call.
Does that exist?
I don't know. I've not heard of it.
It's known as a friend if they're going out on a date.
Because
I
have done this recently. I cannot say who this involved.
Was it one of us?
I can't say.
It was. All right. Quite simply one of us.
Okay.
I can't say who it was, but it was a thing in which if I don't get a certain code by a certain time, I have to call them.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't get a certain code, but
Oh, I see. So you're the friend that calls the friend that needs to get out of a situation.
Exactly. It was going to be okay.
Oh, that's a good idea. Have a friend be on standby for you. Like if you know you're going somewhere and you don't want to talk to somebody.
Well, it was this very, very specific situation. I can't go into any details, but it was, hey, look.
I think you've done enough damage.
Yeah,
It's pretty obvious who we're talking about.
We talked about the smart devices earlier. Can you tell your smart device to call you in 3 minutes?
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know. That'd be great.
Why don't you try it? Say, hey, Siri, call me.
Sorry, earlier in the show,
here we go again.
We started doing
cops
that.
are going to be here.
The police are okay. It didn't fire that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me know somebody. That'd be very handy. I mean, we're all in situations like that every once in a while.
I would not employ that sort of tactic.
I wouldn't either. I would just.
You liar!
I swear I wouldn't.
I've
you know
never
me.
done that.
You were just telling me off the air.
What? I tell you off the air.
That's true.
Christopher, off the air.
Sorry. Josh would never want to get out of a conversation.
No, I just go, hey, man, I got to go. I really, I do.
Okay.
And Josh is pretty upfront. He's probably the most honest person I know.
You can be honest and kind at the same time. It's not.
I mean, you can't say this is incredibly boring and I must get out of this conversation.
I did that one time. I really did. I was talking to this girl on the phone. This was years ago, and it was boring, and I go, I'm going to try this and see if this. I go, I'm not interested in anything you're saying.
How'd that go?
Not great. Her feelings were really hurt.
I've done a variation on that. Just say, can you get to the point?
Yeah, her feelings were really hurt. And of course they were. I should have, I don't know why
Well, you learned something.
Yeah, I did.
Now you know
I was younger.
Now you know how to get out of a conversation and be nicer about it.
Lie.
For some reason, I thought it would work in it would turn her on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, I think Tom's right. Why do you want to get out of it? I think you got out of it fine. It's her problem if she was, I'm hurt. Well, tough. Okay, gotta go.
I don't like to hurt people's feelings.
Just be delicate. Just go, hey, look, I really have to go do something.
No, in that case, I could have. I was experimenting. I was trying something.
Are you responsible
trying to be nice?
for her
honest.
feelings?
I was trying to. I thought my honesty would, in some way, attract her.
Maybe do something humorous.
Right.
I have some anal fissures I have to take care of.
Yeah, that's lovely.
My goal was to get her to be attracted to me. That
I see. Your goal was this was a panty raid.
I wanted to show dominance in some way, and it just didn't work. Of course, it didn't work.
A panty raid.
But telling her that she's incredibly boring.
Yeah, it was the wrong way to go.
Okay, all right, okay.
You know what? You're like a time traveler, and you are still in 1968 or whatever. But you can, let's go on a panty raid. No one says panty raid. I don't think anybody probably knows what a panty raid is anymore.
Nobody does that anymore.
I
don't think they did it anyway. I think it was just for movies.
Like Animal House?
Yes.
Yeah. It was such a funny idea.
Why?
I never did it. But
there's a backlash against Revenge of the Nerds because they did a panty raid. And how could those... Well, it was Revenge of the Nerds. The girl started it. And so all they did was go back and, harmless stuff. Installed cameras in their dressing room.
Yeah. The bush cam,
Right.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
So sorry.
Officials in Missouri say that what they at first thought was an injured bald eagle turned out to be, quote, just simply too fat to fly.
I'm not too fat. You can't get lift off.
Authorities at Wilson's Creek said in a Facebook post.
Of America.
You know what, in some ways?
Officers with the State Department of Conservation captured the bird following a report that it was hurt. However, the eagle was found to be healthy, but engorged with raccoon meat. In other words, too fat to fly.
Oh, too fat at the time. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, nature doesn't usually allow itself to get too fat.
Yeah, x-rays taken at Dickerson Park Zoo revealed the outline of what was believed to be raccoon roadkill.
Ugh.
The eagle was released near where it was found and in compliance with federal and state laws, and I'm sure the raccoon was digested and he went on his merry way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was eventually able to fly again.
Probably find my car.
Vultures are like that. They have to regurgitate to take off.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do vultures exclusively eat carrion? Already
Yes.
dead?
Yes.
Well, it seems like it.
Okay.
Yes, they do.
And wayward sons.
Carrion and wayward sons. That's what the vultures eat.
And they can only be in Kansas.
There you go.
Oh, see, we had a little tiny little joke there. A little fun.
You like the song "Carry On, My Wayward Son"?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I loved it, and I overplayed it, and now I
love that middle break.
I love Kansas, yeah.
I couldn't understand what it was. I played it when no one else had ever heard it before. What the hell is this? Boy, I don't like that.
You didn't like any Kansas or just that song?
The other Kansas is all
Dust in the Wind.
It's way too, it's way too confusing. At the point of no return, it's all busy and rushed.
Very busy.
No.
Yes.
I can't.
It's like if
Brought me back to a happy
Styx
time right now.
did Southern rock almost in some of their songs.
Yeah.
That's an interesting analogy. Analogous. I know. By the way,
I remember plainly, though, playing Night Moves for the first time, and nobody really hit it. It was like a hit bound or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute.
This is something.
What the hell is this? This is something.
Yeah, this is good.
This is not
I remember exactly where I was the first time. There's certain songs I know exactly where I was when I heard it.
I bet you were in Michigan.
Nope, Interstate 80 on the way to Michigan, just south of Toledo.
Okay, I was close.
He nailed that.
It makes sense. That's where you'd first hear Seeger, though,
God,
right?
it was great. Now, coming up, this is fun. We're going to talk with a guy who's just written a book about a sort of a controversial figure in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers.
Polarizing.
The book is called Out of the Darkness, and Mr. O'Connor got to speak with Aaron.
He's also done books on Bill Belichick and Mike Krzyzewski, or as we call him here, Krzyzewski.
Yeah.
And with good reason.
Yeah.
I'm in that.
It's a great book.
Okay. That'll be coming up. Also, Bert Kreischer, our special guest, coming up in a few minutes. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom.
of the things I like about you is you don't necessarily lower your sights when it comes to some of the things you do. You're willing to go out on a limb.
Oh, I have no sights.
You're willing to go out
blind.
You're willing to go out on a limb and do an impression that perhaps most people aren't going to pick up on.
I'm fearless,
and I respect you for that.
Thank you.
Especially when there's a high quality to the message, and of course, I'm referring to Gregory Peck.
Oh, yes.
Now, Gregory Peck,
Gregory
Peck, not familiar to everybody necessarily, a brilliant actor.
Not everyone knows who he is.
That's right.
But if there was a period of time in which he was a big leading man.
Mm-hmm.
He was
one of the biggest stars in Hollywood.
And he was in something you don't see much anymore unless you look hard, and that is what I would call an important movie.
Yeah.
There are a lot of great movies out there, usually
The Omen,
independent movies.
No, Boys from Brazil.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, I don't mean the.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying. There are a lot of great movies out there these days, but they tend to kind of, you got to look for them. A lot of the stuff that gets a lot of publicity is just a bunch of crap with a bunch of crashes and the same old junk. But
To Kill a Mockingbird was a great film.
One of the great films of all time. And,
Yes.
and you do one of the few tributes to it.
Well, yeah, it's a great movie. You learn a lot about tolerance and diversity from it and stuff. But it was made in like 1960 or whatever. And America's changed a lot since then. There's a lot of groups in this country, not even just racial or ethnic groups, groups of people who define themselves a certain way. And a new one pops up every week. We're like, all right, we're weird, but you better like us or you're a jerk. Like, all right, we'll write you down on the list. Yeah. If they made To Kill a Mockingbird now, it'd be like 10 hours long to cover all these different groups.
How true.
Atticus Finch would be out there, tell his little daughter.
Now, Scout, remember how I told you that black folks are just the same as we are, and to treat them with respect? Well, the same goes for these Shiite fundamentalists who just moved in across the streets. They just believe different things than we do. So if you see them out there stoning one of their women to death for sneezing on Wednesday, you pay them no mind. Nobody likes a nosy Nelly. And in this house over here live coprophiliacs. Those are people who derive sexual pleasure from human feces. Now, just because they're unrepentant dump truckers and we're not doesn't mean that we are somehow better than they are. They work hard like all Americans to put food on their table so they can eat it and poop it out and have sex. I don't know how it works.
I don't want to know how it works.
You just have to be tolerant.
No Oscars for that movie.
No. Mike McRae. How about that?
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Here in the Bob and Tom program, we have been asking you for questions you get all the time.
About your job.
Yeah. Dear Bob and Tom, I work at the service desk of automotive. Customers call in and say, hey, the check engine light came on. What's wrong with my car?
Well, there you go.
I want to always say, I don't know, put your car on the phone. Let me talk to it.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is James Brown. I'm really getting tired of people saying, so, do you feel good?
Yeah.
Dear Bob and Tom, my name is Brandy. Yes, I am sick of people asking me if I am a fine girl. Okay. If you've got questions you're tired of, we'd like to hear from you.
Yep.
Okay, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
Brandy?
Yes.
Brandy, you're a fine girl?
Yes.
What a
I'll
good
say
wife
it.
you would be.
Yes.
But my love, my life,
my love of my lady is the sea.
Yeah.
Now, why do you like that song? Because
I don't
is
know.
that the kind of relationship you want, where that's some man who loves you but he has to leave for long?
Right. He comes in, gets the good loving, and then he leaves you alone.
All right. How do you think Brandy?
Hey.
How do you think Brandy got to own the bar?
She wears a braided chain made of the finest silver
from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name of the man that Brandy loves.
She killed and buried out behind the bar.
This is Bob Cavoyan for Channel 13 in a special Olympic moment. We are going to recreate the very first time the torch was ever run in history.
Cut! The monkey's got no gloves on. Where are the monkey gloves?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have the gloves on. Sorry.
Now we're going to recreate the very first time the torch was run in history.
Cue the monkey. I'm not a monkey. I'm a gorilla. There's a difference. Cut. I didn't say I didn't know what you wanted. I know what you want. Mm-hmm. I can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
I can't go in the woods.
Why?
I have sensitive skin. I can't. I just can't do it.
Sensitive skin. You're
Sensitive
wearing
skin.
a gorilla suit. I was
that.
just in the woods. Anybody can go
Have
in
you
the
ever
woods.
been bitten by a mosquito? Possibly a carpenter ant?
You don't want the gig? If you don't want to do this,
I didn't say I didn't want the gig.
Tony Siragusa from the Colts. Tony Siragusa said, I can do this.
Siragusa
He wanted the role of the gorilla.
He cannot touch my gorilla.
Yeah, well, he didn't even need the suit, okay?
In the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, they put the F in
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Might get a song this time.
Whatever you want.
That'd be exciting. That'd be very exciting. There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Time now to check in with our guest. I think there he is.
There he is.
Oh, it's good to see a handsome face. And not just of Aaron Rodgers, but of Ian O'Connor, who has written the book Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers. What a fascinating topic. How much time did you get to speak with Aaron?
Actually, Tom, I handed in the book without speaking to him at first. I had interviewed 250 people close to him, but he had not responded to many requests to do a sit down with me. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks after I handed it in, I got a message from the New York Jets saying Aaron is now willing to see you at his home in Malibu. So that was an interesting trip to Malibu. I spent a couple hours fact checking with him on the Pacific Ocean, which is his backyard, a very nice backyard. And he was very candid and thoughtful and engaging and willing to discuss sensitive subjects. So he definitely made it a better book, and I very much appreciated that.
Well, that's great. Overall impression, nice guy, misunderstood guy, you say mysterious?
Well, a little bit of everything, Tom. He was really a few years ago, his life changed with COVID, and then he sort of became, with his misleading answer on his status, and he became a villain in the NFL in large part because of that. But before that, he was praised as one of the good guys in the NFL, a very socially aware athlete. And so things have changed for him in the last few years. I do think if he could win a championship in New York for the New York Jets, who haven't been to the Super Bowl since January of 1969, in sports, victory does sometimes equal virtue. It probably shouldn't be that way, but that's just the way it is. If he does win the big one in New York for the Jets, that's going to change everything about his legacy, really, as a player and as a person in sports.
One of the interesting things about sports talk radio, particularly the national shows, the ones that emerge out of New York, they tend to be all Jets all the time. So moving to New York as someone who plays sports, these guys are constantly under the microscope. So they get more publicity than anybody else in sports. Do you know if Aaron Rodgers pays any attention to that? Does he read it? Does he hear it? Does he ignore it?
I think he wants you to think that he ignores it, but I think he reads it. I think he takes it in a lot, maybe too much. So I think he does care what people are saying about him. I do think he likes to be talked about, and he creates a news cycle in the NFL rolling out of bed. I've never seen anyone who could create a news cycle just like that, like Aaron Rodgers can. It's amazing that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are going for a three-peat this year, and the most talked about player in the NFL by far is Aaron Rodgers. And that's one of the reasons I took on this project. Vince Lombardi, the great Vince Lombardi, the great coach of the Green Bay Packers. He coached at my high school in Englewood, New Jersey. So I've always wanted to do a Packers book at some point in my life. And Aaron is now a Jet, but really he'll go down as a first ballot Hall of Famer as a Green Bay Packer. So yeah, he first ballot player without question, but he only has the one championship ring that he won in the 2010 season in Green Bay. It's been a long time, and this is a great opportunity to really enhance his historical standing in the sport by doing it for a Loserville franchise in New York City.
Yeah, once again, the book is entitled Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers by Ian O'Connor. We're talking to Ian right now. Out of the Darkness, presumably based on the trip to the cave or whatever it was with the ingestion of ayahuasca. Can you give me a little bit of that story?
Yeah, the darkest retreat was in the wilderness of southern Oregon. He was in a cave basically for 4 days. After 2 days, he admitted he had pretty much had enough of the peace and serenity of the complete darkness and wanted to get out of there. The ayahuasca ceremony is very important to him in his life. His good friend Jordan Russell went to Peru and sat for a ceremony in 2019, came back to California and said, Aaron, you have to try this. So Aaron was dating Danica Patrick at the time. They go to Peru. Aaron sits for some ayahuasca ceremonies. He sees it as a spiritual cleansing. It really feels like it makes him a better man, a better friend, a better person, and a better football player. So he's done that a number of times, and his friends have told me they feel like he is a better man after ayahuasca, and it's a psychedelic plant-based brew. He hates when people call it a drug. He feels like that gives it a stigma it doesn't deserve, but I think he's going to continue to do it for the rest of his football career and beyond.
Wow. And there is a segment of the book where he actually has a conversation with his father while he's golfing, correct?
Yeah, they've been estranged, Aaron, from his entire family, or almost his entire family, for nearly 10 years. But last summer at Lake Tahoe, his father, who hadn't seen him in 9 years at that point, put himself in the golf crowd at the celebrity golf tournament that Aaron always plays in. And Aaron saw him on the 9th hole on Saturday of that tournament and decided, today's the day I'm going over to give my dad a hug. And Ed Rodgers was looking the other way, turned around, and there's his son 15 feet away looking at him. And Ed told me he froze because he just forgot what it felt like to have his son in his presence looking at him. They hugged. They each said, I love you. Ed was crying. It was very emotional. It only lasted 30 seconds, but they both said to me it was a meaningful moment. And Aaron, for the first time, told me in the book that he wants to have a relationship with one of his estranged family members, this being his father, who really was his hero and idol growing up. So hopefully that was the first baby step towards eventual reconciliation, and then the rest of the family will fall into place.
Once again, we're talking with Ian O'Connor, who wrote the book Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers. Did you have any urge to try this stuff, the
ayahuasca?
Whatever it's called. It sounds like the place my kids went to summer camp. I'm sorry.
That's all right, Tom. Me too.
I read somewhere that there's some people get violent vomiting and...
that's true. And the one thing Aaron and others who've used it have said, it's not for everybody. Now, I turned 60 in a couple of days here. And so my 60 years on the planet, I've never felt the urge to do that. And I still don't. But I don't mock him for doing it. He's been mocked by many around the country for trying this, for talking about it, for saying it's made him a better person and athlete. Hey, if he's trying to better himself and he believes it does help that process, I'm okay with it. But it is not for everybody. And so I don't plan on any retreats in the Amazon jungle anytime soon. If it's for him, it's for him, and that's fine with me.
Yeah, if they don't have Wi-Fi, I'm not going. Ian O'Connor is our guest. Ian, the book is Out of the Darkness. Also, you have written a book about Bill Belichick. I guess this is a two-parter. Does Mr. Rodgers or Mr. Belichick... I've heard Belichick has a great sense of humor. Does Aaron have one, and is it true about Belichick?
Aaron does have one, yes. I think he can appreciate and deliver good humor. Belichick was always, I don't know if you've seen him recently, Tom, but he is a different personality when he's away from the job. And his friends for that book told me that. He's actually a normal guy, believe it or not, and that he plays a character at the podium when he's a head coach because he doesn't want to give any information to anyone, particularly his opponents. And he always believed that head coaches he was competing against, sometimes by talking during the week before the game, would give him information that he could use in his own game plan. So yeah, Belichick definitely has a sense of humor. I think right now on TV, in his media jobs this season, you'll see an entirely different human being.
And what's next for you? Can you say who you're hoping to work on next, or is that a top secret?
Top secret right now, but at some point in my career, I do want to write a book about Tiger Woods. I feel like I covered the vast majority of his career. I find him to be fascinating as well. But I want to do a non-sports figure, and I'm looking for that person right now, trying to figure out who that might be. Tom Cruise always had interest to me. Wow. I think that's been taken. I think somebody's working on a biography on him right now. But I'm searching. I want to try or take on a non-sports challenge, and I think that's my next step.
All right. Once again, our guest has written a book called Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers, and Mr. Ian O'Connor's, who we're speaking with. And Ian had the luck, the privilege, the honor to actually talk to Aaron Rodgers, so it'll clear up parts of the mystery. Do you want to give us a prediction? Will the Jets do well this year?
11-6, they'll make the playoffs. I think Aaron will have a good year, maybe not an MVP year like he did 4 times for the Packers. He's 40. He's going to turn 41 in December. I think they have a shot at the Super Bowl. They have a very good roster. Jets fans have a hard time believing it because they've been burned so many times, particularly last year. But, yeah, I think they're a playoff team. I think they'll be the best story in the NFL. I think they'll fall a little short of the Super Bowl, but it should be a fun ride on the way there.
Okay. It looks like you're in your office. Am I right?
I'm in my home office. That's correct. Yeah, I have my other books in the background here.
Out of curiosity, do you have any signed photographs of any sports figures in there?
No, it's actually a journalistic no-no if you're a sports writer to have an autograph. Actually, I made one exception. My childhood hero was Roger Staubach. My friend Jack Curry gave me an autographed Roger Staubach football. I do have that here. But outside of that, no, that's sort of considered something you're not supposed to do as a sports journalist. So I've not collected autographs outside of Roger Staubach, who was my childhood hero.
All right. Well, hey, it's a great book. I know Chick's pretty much halfway through it.
Yeah.
And it's called
really great.
Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers. It's cool talking to you, Ian.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time.
You too, Tom. Thanks, Chick. And it's great being on an iconic American show, so I very much appreciate it.
Oh, that must be the one up next.
Thank you, Ian.
Hey, Ian, thanks so much. Congratulations on the book. That's cool. Wow, I can't wait to read it. I just got a copy of it. Sounds like Aaron's kind of a cool guy.
I know my husband wants to read that book. He's a big Packer fan.
Okay, we'll look
always a
forward to
big
that.
Aaron fan.
Now, coming up on a completely different note, we're going to talk with another guy who's always fascinating, Bert Kreischer.
What's he up to these days?
We're going to find out. In the meantime, we're going to find out this.
Raycon's everyday earbuds, they have been redesigned, they've been upgraded, and now, excuse me, with Raycon's everyday earbuds, you get active noise cancellation and multi-point connectivity. They're the earbuds of the Bob and Tom Show, and they let you pair with 2 devices at once. Plus, the quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging. You have 90 minutes of battery for you folks who are on the go. They're ergonomic designed to comfortably fit the widest range of ears and optimized gel tips for a cozy custom fit. And Raycon's now has a variety of vibrant new colors: royal blue, forest green, blush violet, classic black, and of course Raycon's offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. And we have a deal for you. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 20 to 40% off site-wide. You get up to 40% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up next, Mr. Bert Kreischer. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob.
Just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I am not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre, which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but three guys. If it's three guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the lucky Pierre.
Do they now? I don't see that all. Being all that lucky.
The or the manata. That's what I've heard called as well.
There you go.
Man.
The manata.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Perfect. Office supplies. Man, you can do a billion things with stuff. Staple remover, notepads. Looks like we got some erasers. There's over 1 million textiles in here. What? Oh, I have an idea. I swear to God, I just hit the jackpot. I learned this from my mom, Phyllis. See, you take the Post-it note, which appears to be just a common Post-it note. Then you take your pot you keep in a Parmesan cup. Put your pot right here in the middle, and automatically you got free rolling papers. I swear to God, man. Once you inhale the adhesive, you'll get people hooked. It's like a Fortune 500 buzz. This will be the next plot line on Breaking Bad 4. Well, let's get to work. Hi, man.
Hey, Donnie. I don't think you're supposed to be back here.
It's okay, man. I shut the door. Look, I come loaded for bear. I know how much you like this stuff. Don't start tweaking. I made these myself with Post-it notes. Here's your free one.
It's sticky.
Well, how else you think you're supposed to get hooked on it, Dick? Go ahead and hit it with a lighter, and this will keep you from snorting that Scotch tape at Christmas time. But wait, I want payment now. I want my payment now. $20 like usual.
I don't have any cash. You take credit card?
Yeah, what am I going to do with that? Run it up the crack of my ass? There's your other joint.
Come on, Donnie.
I gotta go.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Bob and Tom show.
Bob and Tom is Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
That's right.
Hey, Steven, how did you make your living, Steven?
You know, I made my living in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, I've been a cop.
Uh-huh.
I understand Christy Lee is having some second thoughts about moving.
No, she already moved.
A lot of people don't know, but for 5 of the last 20 years, I've also been a real estate broker.
Really?
We had no idea. I love open houses, man. Sunday, I show up, meet the owners and say, you get out the car! You get on the ground! Yeah, it's crazy what happened.
Steven Seagal!
Yeah.
You Steven Seagal!
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
And then you Steven Seagal! Yeah.
Hey, back up, man.
That's it.
I made my living in the movies.
That's how my ass whooped by Steven Seagal.
For the last 2 seconds, I've been a bitch slapper. Steven Seagal. No, man.
Wow, those you have sound effects and everything, huh, Steven?
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah.
Reminding you that's tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. Again, thanks to Ian O'Connor for talking to us about his new book, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers.
And you're the one that's pretty deep into the book.
I'm listening to the audiobook. It's wonderful.
Does Aaron read it?
No, it's not narrated by him. I forget the actor, but they hired somebody to do it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We have, I think we're set up to talk with Bert Kreischer momentarily. I'm getting a thumbs up. That must mean we have Bert on the blower, as they used to say. Look at that handsome man.
Bert.
Oh, you're too kind.
Bert.
I believe.
Would you swipe right? That's the question.
Are you home?
Yeah, I'm home. I've been home for a minute now.
Yeah. No, are you one of those guys that spends so much time on the road that you have a room at your house that looks like a hotel room?
Yeah, it's called my tour bus. I go to my tour bus to nap and take care of myself.
Nice.
Now, I should put up, for those that can't see the screen, Bert, it would appear to be
naked.
Shirtless.
Shirtless.
In great shape, I think you meant to say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at the guns. Wow, very nice.
Yeah, testosterone, Tom. Testosterone.
Is that a little bit of a sunburn I'm detecting?
Yeah, I just got back from Hawaii.
Nice. Now, I know you're on your way to Vegas. I want to point that out immediately.
Well, that sounds dangerous. Look out for people in Vegas now.
Just around the corner, Resorts World Theater in Las Vegas. I want to make sure I get this right. Friday, September 27th and Saturday, September 28th.
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of a residency in Vegas. It's just such an easy jump over there, and I love Vegas, man. It is everything I love about it. And the older I get, the more I love it.
Wow. Now, do you have a particular gaming skill that you like to work on while you're there?
Can I tell you, this is going to sound so disconnected. I can't enjoy gambling anymore. I don't have like a passion for it. Like I can do like bet on football for like $100 and it makes the game interesting. Yeah. But when it comes to like craps, or there's no big payout that's going to change my life that I'm going to wake up and go, that was amazing. So what I like doing is I like getting $1,000 and going to a table and finding fans and giving everyone $100 and go, just bet recklessly. I want to see you bet recklessly.
Oh, that's nice.
That's fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like being a cuck for gambling.
A little bit.
I just want to watch you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Bert Kreischer is our guest, a distinguished comedian. And Bert has been doing a bunch of different things. The big movie, The Machine, came out last spring. And where's it streaming right now? Do you know by chance?
It's on Netflix. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I know your comedy special is.
See people that have watched the movie. Like the other day, you make the movie and you think you make it for your fans. And then the other day I'm checking in luggage at Delta, and the sky cap, young black dude goes, "Man, you and Luke Skywalker, buddy, that's the movie." I was like, I did not expect you to say that.
That's great. And also your most recent special, Razzle Dazzle, I believe, is also on Netflix.
Yeah, I just shot my 6th one, I think. I just shot it in Florida. So that we're editing that now, and that'll come out soon on Netflix. And yeah, I'm working on new material. I'm not touring per se. I'm doing like pop-up shows like Vegas. I did one in Edmonton, and I'll probably do another one in Vegas before I go out on tour. But I'm writing all new material, and I'll tell you right now, it's terrifying. I feel like I'm at that one point. Both my girls are going to college. We're taking Georgia to college on Wednesday night. We're driving her to college, and then on the next Tuesday we take Isla to college, and then it's me and Leanne.
Yeah, empty nester.
And I have no idea. If I knew I was going to spend this so much time with someone, I would have married a dude.
All right.
Now, speaking of dudes, we were talking with one of the founders of Dude Wipes earlier this morning, and I got thinking maybe something for your merch. You could maybe get together with them and do Bert Wipes. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
I can tell you what, man. Have you ever aggressively wiped with the Dude Wipe, the spearmint Dude Wipes?
Yeah.
Well, now define aggressively. Aggressively for you is, I would imagine it is going to sting a little bit.
Dude, I use Dude Wipes all over my body. Like I use them all over my body.
Yeah.
They got ones in October that come. Like I'm a big fan of Dude Wipes. Like it's funny that you say that. They have the October ones that are scented like Starbucks, and I will scrub my body with those. I'm not a big shower guy. I don't like showering.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, they're the Dumpkin Spice.
Yeah.
Dumpkin Spice. I told you, I'm a fan.
And I just got a letter from a lady that was going kayaking with her family, and she was talking about how she was going to take Dude Wipes because she loved the taste of the mint. And they went, no, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry, I meant the scent. They thought this lady was chewing on them.
Oh, listen, they're a good hold you over, but they do not try to get intimate with your wife when you just cleaned up with some Dude Wipes. You need to take soap to skin. I've made that mistake where she's like, you're just trying to mask this. And I'm like, you can smell. I don't like, showers have been giving me anxiety lately. Lately, all I've been showering is my pool.
Do you have a hot tub, a traditional hot tub, or just a regular swimming pool?
I shower in both. I keep there's another sponsor. I'm sure you have the exact same sponsor as I do, but is it Manscaped? Not one of the soap sponsors we have that we all have. I keep there and I shower in my pool. I rinse off in my pool. I don't know. I feel like showering takes so much out of me.
Now, when you're on the road on the bus, does the bus have a shower?
Yeah, it has a shower on the bus, and I love showering on my bus. It's the only place I'll shower. But I can't shower in my house. I feel like it's like once you go to shower in your house, then your dog goes and stands by the shower. Your wife comes in. She goes, oh, I don't know. Are we doing a work shower? Are we doing a play shower? And you're like, oh, my God. Just get me in and out of here.
What's a play shower? Wait a minute.
I think I can figure that out.
Yeah.
Work
What's
shower.
the difference between play and work?
A work shower is when she shaves her legs and you got to sit and watch. And then she puts conditioner in. And you're like, okay.
I gotcha.
Wow. Did you take your dog on the road?
No. We bought my dog on the road, though. In Arizona from a meth dealer.
Okay.
That dog scored. I sat with that dog the first night on my tour bus and got in bed with me. I was like, you're not living in there. You're going to go home. But, buddy, you just scored. 2 gay, jacked meth dealers. I mean, jacked. And we went in and my daughters were with us. We were all on the bus and the guy goes, I wanted the dude. It was a bull mastiff. I wanted the dude. And my daughters did not want the dude. They wanted the girl. And I was like, I'll take all you guys. Rescue you.
Oh. What's the dog's name?
Priscilla. She's dead now.
Oh.
Jeez.
I have a new bit about it in my special. You'll love it.
Okay.
I'll look forward to that.
That may be.
Maybe I'll stop crying by then.
By the way, that's the worst teaser in the history of this show. Bush, congratulations.
All our animals are dead. Well, now that my daughters are going to college, we've gone through a list of animals. I remember the first animal we got that died, and the girls, Amy Schumer killed our hamster, right?
That sounds right, yeah.
She was supposed to give it a shot. It was a diabetic hamster, and she didn't do it right, and she put this syringe in the hamster's spine and killed it.
Oh, jeez.
Hurt. Wow. Yeah, she's a true story. So
what an honor.
We take it downstairs. This is when we were living in an apartment. We take it downstairs, so we go bury it, and we're like, whatever, Skittles is dead. And the girls are like, what does that mean? And we're like, what do you mean, what does that mean? And they're like, what does dead mean? And we're like, well, like your fish, Aurora? And they're like, yeah. I go, well, Aurora died. They're like, no, Aurora's at the hospital. And we're like, no, honey, we didn't have the heart to tell you Aurora's dead. And they're like, hold on. No, Aurora's at the hospital with Grandma. And we're like, oh, Grandma's dead too. And they're like, what?
Well, again,
what about Pop-Pop? And we're like, oh, he's dead also. All the things at the hospital are dead.
Well, we look forward to that next special. It'll be Bert Kreischer. Bert will be live in person once again in Vegas. Friday, September 27th, Saturday, September 28th. If you're heading to Las Vegas, Resorts World Theater is where you will find Bert. And you can also find information at Bert. And you're a B-E-R-T, Bert.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
What is the distinction with the E-R-T and the U-R-T?
I think it's Albert versus
Bertram
or Bertrand.
Yeah.
The other Berts are cooler Berts. Bartholomew, Bertrand. Like I got Albert. So, and I only got called Bert because of Bert and Ernie.
Really?
Yeah, my cousins, Bert and Ernie had just come out. Sesame Street had just gotten big with that group, my cousins. And they were going to call me Butch. And my cousins met me and they were like, oh, he's Bert, like Bert and Ernie. And my whole life, all anyone said to me was, where's Ernie? And I never, even as a professional comedian, I never have had a comeback for it. I've always been like, oh, good one. That stings.
Well, why don't you name your next pet Ernie, and then in a couple of years you can say he's in the hospital, dead with Grandma. Title.
When I worked at Barnes & Noble at the information desk, and I had a name tag that said Bert, every 2-cent comedian in the world that walked into Barnes & Noble in New York City at Astor Place, the first thing, I'm talking 180 times a day, they'd read me and go, hey, Bert, where's Ernie? And I was like, I had a box cutter in my pocket. And I was like, I named him Ernie.
Oh, that's great. Bert Kreischer is our guest, and he will be Ernie-less when he is on stage in Las Vegas. And once again, the place to find the most recent comedy special, and I understand The Machine, the movie, is going to be on Netflix. With this super hot weather hitting almost everywhere, this might be some good Netflix evenings.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it has gotten sweltering, dude. Vegas gets like crazy hot too.
Yeah.
That's marijuana is legal in Vegas now,
right?
And they do it right. I mean, just like Vegas, we went there for the Super Bowl, and me and Tom, we launched our vodka, and that's the last time I was in Vegas, and we had maybe the most epic week of our life. And I will say that one of the marijuana people came through, and they dropped off 15 pounds of marijuana.
Oh my gosh.
Is that right?
What do you expect us to deal this? We can't get through this in a weekend.
Wow. Well, tell me about the vodka real quick.
Oh, it's great. We, I got approached by a ton of places. I know you guys, I know Chick's probably been approached by everyone, but you get approached by a bunch of people that want you to kind of white label something, put your name on it, and then they'll sell it. You don't really have much of you get like 33% of the company or something. And so I've been approached by a bunch of them, and I took it to Tommy, and he's a disabled comedian that I do a podcast with. And Tom was like, if we're going to do this, we should just do it right and launch it ourselves. So we invested the money. We started the company. We designed the bottle. We designed the cap. We tasted, 32 different flavor profiles of vodka. We landed on the same 2 and then landed on the exact same one. And we launched it. We did a soft launch at the Super Bowl this year. It's called Porosos. We're in 4 states. We're in Texas, Florida, and we're in Vegas, and we're in California. We're in Costco, California. And it's been going great. We're kind of just trying to pace it so that we can keep up with demand, because we really are a small distillery right now. Mm-hmm. And it's just, it's me and Tom, and we're having fun with it. So obviously there's a design in everyone's mind to sell it for big money. But right now we're having so much fun doing these bottle signings and doing these bar takeovers and doing commercials for them that both of us are like, why would, I kind of want to stick with this for a while. Well, it might be a cool retirement plan to be a liquor baron,
Yeah.
And what about pot? Would there be a Bert Kreischer
Kush.
Thank you, Christy. You took the words right out of my mouth. Kreischer Kush.
Jesus. I smoke pot every night, but I don't know if I'm like the guy that people. It's like you only invest in the things you really believe in. Like I put my 10,000 hours into drinking vodka. Like I know vodka. I know vodka. I have 10,000 hours having sex with my wife and drinking vodka. And Chick, you met my wife. Now listen, here's the deal. But when it comes to weed, I don't know. I'm always the guy that goes into the dispensary and goes, "Hey, tell me what I like. I don't know what I like." So I don't know if I'd be the one you'd want to. I do have people that have made Kreischer machine weed for me, and I enjoy it. And I'm growing my own weed in my backyard. But I think it would be one of those things that I'd have to grow the weed myself and package it myself and sell it myself. Growing weed's the funnest thing in the world. It is the funnest thing in the world. If you go on my Instagram right now, you'll see my pot plants. I have 8 pot plants. They're all at different stages of growth. We have a pepper plant too. 2 onion plants, but it's like growing weed is like, it's like having children, but you get to smoke them.
Wow.
Okay.
Don't let Amy Schumer have anything to do with it.
Anywhere near your pot.
Yeah, I heard she killed your grandma. Bert Kreischer, we got to say so long. Bert, you'll find Bert all over the place, and you can find all the information you need at Bert, and that's B-E-R-T, and there is no Ernie, for God's sake. Once again, Vegas, Friday, September 27th, Saturday the 28th, and Netflix for more Bert than you can stand. You smoke pot every night, but you're not really, you haven't gotten the 10,000 hours in. Keep trying. I see it coming. I think you're going to get.
Hey, listen, I still get scared every now and then when I smoke pot. Last night I said, "What if I stop breathing?" And I went, "That's the plant talking to you."
Okay, so long.
I love you guys.
Go back, get some sleep. Thank you, sir. Wow, every night. Yikes.
A lot of people do that now, Tom.
Hey, more power to them, I guess.
I know it's not your thing.
I have relatives that no need to mention any names.
Isn't giving jewelry your thing, Tom?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where my buddy Steven Singer comes in. And by the way, Steven Singer is going to be hooking up with us for something. Put it this way, Steven Singer has more than his 10,000 hours in when it comes to jewelry, particularly in the realm of diamond jewelry. And but he's got it all. You can find out all the information if you go to IHateStevenSinger.com. What's going on there? Well, let's see now. How about real diamonds? What we like to call real, natural, earth-born, rare diamonds from a real jeweler. A jeweler you can trust, and a jeweler who says, if you don't trust me, well, how about this? A full 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. How's that for instilling some trust in you? And by the way, free shipping, of course. And fast shipping. It'll go out the same day if you get it in before 2 o'clock Eastern time. Try it today. Perhaps you'll be helping us pick some NFL games this year. That'll be fun. And we've got a very special treat. We're doing our special Pick'em competition again, and the prizes all involve Mr. Steven Singer and Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. No weirdo sales every day. One price, one place, every day at IHateStevenSinger.com, a jeweler you can trust. What a surprise it would be if it's some random day you walk in and go, hey, look at this nice bracelet I got from you. Wow, that's going to score you some points. You might get one of those, what did he call it? What did Bert just call it? A play shower?
Yeah, play shower. Yeah. They must shower together, the two of them. That's what I get out of that.
I think you got that 10,000 hours of, sexy time. Once again, it's Steven Singer. IHateStevenSinger.com. Coming up, history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Now, the comedy duo of Abbott and Costello are well known for their classic routine, Who's on First? But this, too, is hopelessly out of date. Here's my version with the help of Mr. Dean Metcalf.
Okay.
Hey, Abbott! I'm the new team doctor. You being the manager, you got to tell me what drugs the different players are taking.
Certainly. Well, who's on roids? What's on cocaine? I don't know's on meth.
That's what I want to find out.
I say who's on roids, what's on cocaine, and I don't know's on meth.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
Well, then who's on roids?
Who?
I mean the fella's name.
Who?
The guy on roids.
Who?
What is the name of the guy on roids?
What is on cocaine?
No, I don't know what's on cocaine.
No, he's on meth.
Look, do you know who's on roids?
I'm telling you. Who?
The fella on roids.
Who?
What is the name of the guy on roids?
What is on cocaine?
I don't know. He's on meth! There I go, back on meth again.
All right, now calm down, calm down.
Listen, who comes up to me, tells me he wants me to shoot him in the ass. I take the syringe, fill it with roids. I shoot who in the ass?
There you go. That's the first right thing you've said all day.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
All right, so you know the players?
Forget the players. I need some heroin.
What did you say?
I need some heroin.
That's our shortstop.
Why I order?
End scene. End scene. Paul Mercurio.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Google knows everything. It's incredible. You can wake up after a long night of drinking being like, Google, who is this girl in bed with me? Google will be like, do you mean who is this guy?
Don't you mean?
Oh no, Google, what did I do last night? Do you mean what didn't you do?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I like technology is crazy. I like Amazon. I'm growing increasingly terrified of the robot takeover of Earth.
Amazon knows what you're going to get. Is that what you're talking about? Hey, you bought this CD. I'll bet you'd like this one.
Yeah, it's like even in the last Terminator, the robots couldn't read our minds. If you like Amazon.com, you may also enjoy being enslaved by robots. Yeah,
you're right though. Yeah, it's like having robots.
Amazon does suggest stuff for you.
I like the spammers that use like they always use like a common name like Steve. Some generic subject like been a while. They try to pretend like it's someone or whatever. And I open it up. It's like, do you want free porn? Like, well, only a dear friend of mine would know how much I enjoy free porn. Click. My computer just explodes.
Thank you, Steve.
Go buy a new one. I email him back. I'm like, dear Steve, thanks so much for trying to send me a free porn. Damnedest thing, my computer exploded. Could you please resend?
Damnedest thing.
Our guest in the studio was comedian Shane Moss.
I realized how addicted I was to internet porn recently. I broke my computer. I didn't have a computer for like 4 or 5 weeks. It was sent in, and this is one of the most pathetic things I've ever done in my life. I found myself one day satisfying to myself to the idea of having a working computer. It's like thinking about screen sizes and
that's hilarious.
Okay.
We're doing the bit. We're having different characters read us a joke. Will you do it?
Hell yeah. Boys. Hell yeah. So you just have the ability just to write 1,000 of these?
Well, that's what I do every week on the show.
He's a real magic man, though. All right, here we go. No. Bro, these are incredible. I think you've done good here. All right, here we go.
Here, grab that.
From the beautiful brain of Kostaki, Kononopoulos, the longest name in comedy.
Biggest name.
Also the biggest name in comedy. It's good to be long and big, they say. So that's great news. Tom Brady really went crazy celebrating his retirement. That's right. Yeah. Heard he had a Bud Light White and half a non-organic avocado. Guy's living dangerously.
Nice.
Thank you for that opportunity. Nice. You guys are the best. Cheers to Bob and Tom. Always the big brain central.
Thank you, man. Awesome.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Sales coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
You know what we forgot?
Is it time? It's time.
We've been so busy with this and that and everything else. It is time for that refresher that is...
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace.
What happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope?
I don't know what happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope.
A kaleidoscope.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
I laugh.
Brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed. Only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
I'd argue if I could.
A kaleidoscope.
You missed it yesterday, Chick.
There was a good one yesterday.
I bet I did.
Do you want to do a redo for yesterday's show?
No.
Oh, okay. Don't tease us like that.
Time now for today. Are you ready? You ready over there?
Wow.
Today in history. Too loud. We'd play it longer, but it's too loud. Thanks, Tom.
A movie I've never seen.
What?
Released in this date in 1953, Roman Holiday.
Oh,
was
great movie.
Entertaining.
Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, and her neck.
Come
and
on.
everybody
Seriously?
else.
Gregory Peck.
I'm with you. I like that one, Chris.
I love Roman Holiday.
If you love giraffes, you'll love Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, yeah. You might be the only person in the world who thinks she's not
long necks.
Gorgeous.
I don't really notice that she has a real long neck.
Beauty.
No.
She can't wear turtlenecks. They only come up to about half. It's unbelievable.
Is it a movie
hideous woman.
Is it a movie about going to Rome?
Yes.
It is.
Yes, it is.
What happens?
She falls in love in Rome.
With Gregory Peck.
Yes. Very romantic.
Now, you long-necked woman, you
freak.
Was there? I assume at some point there had to have been a star of pornographic films called Gregory Pecker.
I'm not sure.
Just assuming that.
I mean, it may have been a dated.
Instead of Roman Holiday, would be maybe a gay film, Greek Holiday.
I'm going to go home and
Gregory
watch
Pecker.
There it is.
Well, if you type in Audrey Hepburn
giraffe neck,
that is hot, all right.
Is that real or is that Photoshop?
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Chick, someone's messing. I apologize.
A lot of real estate there.
She looked 90 when she was 25. That's her problem.
She was a European princess in that movie.
Good
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I liked it.
Touring Europe.
I bet she wasn't too difficult to deal along with.
Somebody falls into a fountain, maybe?
Yeah, she takes off. Yeah, she hides in Rome for the night. Remember, pretending to be just a normal person.
Oh,
I remember she goes to a store.
Gregory Peck saves her.
It's so horrible, so suffering under the riches of being famous.
She fell asleep on a park bench.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, okay. So that's the original, the OG of Meet Cute.
What else happened?
I demand to know right now.
Me too.
Who
Seriously.
told you about the term meet cute? I want to know right now.
I don't remember. Sorry.
Jason's pointing to Oskay.
Oskay, was that you?
Get in here.
I will kick your ass or die trying.
Okay. Macklemore, on this date in 2012, released the single Thrift Shop.
Yeah, we just talked about him last week.
We were just talking about
What is it, Macklemore Week?
Macklemore, yeah. I don't
Whatever.
know why we were talking about him, but...
yeah.
Some girl jumped on stage and she was.
Oh, that's right. She was wanted and they found her. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, she was singing with him and then I guess got off stage and got arrested or something.
The Ron Ramey effect.
Oh, wow, that's obscure.
very inside.
Who's Ron Ramey?
He was a comedian on the show that was bragging about stuff.
Oh, the watch guy?
Well, and bragging about all his money and his watch, and the police came here and arrested him because he owed child support.
Yeah,
in the parking lot. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but a dirtbag.
But a good
is he
act.
dead?
Killed every time he was very funny.
He's not that guy who told me to ask if they wanted to, you want to hear more or something. Was he? He might have been.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
He might have been that
was
guy.
one of his moves.
I hosted a show one time, and he told me about it. Before I go up, you bring me up. And I go, okay, yeah, fine. And he goes, now at the end, you come up and get me. Okay, and then I'll walk off. But you ask him, do you want more? Do you want more? You remember that. Keep asking, you want more. Until they get really loud. I go, okay.
Yeah, he did kind of a forced encore, but man, he killed.
And I did, and they did, and he did.
Yeah.
It was, they loved him.
He used to. Let's see now.
Not so much now. I don't care how much you want more. He's not coming back.
Birthdays. Okay, born in 1908.
Not enough. No.
Christy, your hint is...
1908?
Your hint is would famously use a toilet with the door open right by the Oval Office.
Oh, LBJ?
LBJ, that's correct. Famously had his trousers pocket lengthened because of his large unit.
So he says.
Yeah. The late Paul Rubens, born in the state in 1952.
His house is up for sale online, or it was. And it hasn't been touched since forever. And it's amazing, I guess.
Oh, well, that's cool. Let's see, Tom Ford.
Great designer, that guy?
Movie director.
Gerald Ford's youngest. Was it Tom Ford or John Ford? Tom Ford's the fashioning guy.
Yeah.
There is a Tom Ford director. Is he the same guy as the designer?
Yeah.
It's all the same guy?
Yeah.
What about John Ford?
He made a cool movie called Nocturnal Animals that was good.
That sounds
I didn't know that was the same design. I didn't know he was the same guy.
I didn't either. I just thought it was Tom Ford fashion.
That's John Ford's the father, right?
Well, John Ford was one of the greatest directors of all time.
That says American designer and filmmaker.
He only had one eye, though, right, John Ford? Right?
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Why would you listen to me? Yep.
Oh, boy,
Because you're talking.
One eye Ford.
Downtown Julie Brown.
Oh, from MTV.
I like her. She's always
very good.
Happy, knowledgeable.
Not Julie Brown, the cheerlead's got a gun, Julie Brown.
Right. I liked her, too, though.
Everybody run. The cheerleader's got a gun.
Okay, well. Cesar Millan.
Oh, the dog guy.
The
dog
guy.
whisperer.
Yeah.
One of the great BS artists of modern times.
Born in 69.
Really talk a good game, can he?
Okay. This guy's a great actor. Born in 1979, Aaron Paul.
He is a great actor.
From Breaking Bad. Guy that was the co-meth dealer with Bryan Cranston. Terrific actor. How about here's one for you, Josh. Born in 1988, Alexa Penavega.
Oh, was she one of the... I know who she is, but was she one of the Spy Kids?
Yes. Very good.
She's a pretty good actress. Yeah, she's cool.
Penavega, which translates to a field of penises, Christy.
Well,
right?
I guess we're not talking to her.
I think so.
Pena Mesa is a table of penises, right? You speak Spanish, right? Mike? Okay, good, thanks. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.